You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know the customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Good morning and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you with us today. Denver, it is going to be another beautiful day, but wow, the weather rolled in and rolled through quickly, but left quite a path yesterday. What do you think?
If you say so.
Did you not see it? Did you not participate in the weather yesterday?
I did not participate in the weather yesterday.
It was a gorgeous day, gorgeous day, gorgeous day, and then...
I was inside when the storms came through, and when I came out, it was all gone.
All right, well.
Though I did come across some flooding on the highway.
Flooding on the highway, yeah, that was part of it. Well, today, you've got partly cloudy skies that will become overcast during the afternoon. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible with a high of 92 degrees. Winds out of the north at 10 to 20 miles an hour. The rest of the week looks pretty decent. Big cool down tomorrow.
A cool down.
Yeah, from 92 to 77
cool
degrees.
Down.
It's going to be a cool down.
Okay.
All right. So, and gosh, we are here to help you remember that, small business is big business, yeah? Mm-hmm. And big business, your business, our business. That's correct.
Do you want to try that again?
No.
No.
You know what time it is?
Is it time for the news?
It is. It's time for You Choose the News. That's the top of the hour game show that we like to play. There's very little to do with the news, although I am bringing a story that is making news everywhere except in my normal haunts. I don't know why, but I found it, and I'm going to bring it to you anyways.
You searched it out.
I did.
But it didn't show up in your normal
It didn't. It was
spaces.
It was not in my normal spaces at all.
But everybody else is talking about it, so you want to talk about it too?
I do.
All right.
Yes, because it fits my flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, news story number one.
All right.
Polly wants a murder.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. News story number two. Clogged up running shoes.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And news story number three. Eric, take this phone.
Okay.
There it is.
It's like when you wanted your, when you were on the lookout for a new bedroom companion, right? When you were looking for a new,
that was a great story. That was years ago.
Television, right?
Now, when I put out an ad for my for a new bedroom companion,
right?
That was nearly brilliant.
Nearly,
yeah.
It was. Eric wanted a new television in his room, and
that is my bedroom companion.
Called it his bedroom companion. So now you're going to marry
possibly
your phone.
A lot flatter than you used to be. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go with that story. You're going to propose to your phone.
Okay. Eric, take this smartphone. Actually, it's not Eric. It's Aaron. An artist named Aaron Chevernak drove from Los Angeles to Las Vegas, Nevada, to finally take the love for his smartphone to the next level by marrying it at a small wedding chapel. And yeah,
love something, you should marry it,
right? In case you're wondering, he even put a ring on it.
He did?
He did.
On his cell phone?
It might have been a ringtone. I'm not sure. A study conducted by internet security giant Kaspersky found that a quarter of people rank their smartphone as more or equally important to them as their parents. For a lot of us, that's the last thing we interact with before we go to sleep, and the first thing we check when we wake up. It's with us pretty much 24/7. We connect with it on so many different levels. So Aaron Chevernak decided his smartphone has been his longest relationship, and that's why he decided to see what it was like to actually marry a phone.
And so does he feel, like he's more committed now? Like the phone?
It's kind of a bizarre story, huh? Man and smartphone wedding wasn't going to be the most orthodox ceremony in the world, so in order to get someone to marry him and his beloved handheld, Chevernak had to go to the place where bizarre weddings happen all the time, Las Vegas. contacted the owner of the Little Las Vegas Chapel and was not only okay with it, genuinely excited. On May 20th, Aaron put on his tuxedo, took his phone, and drove to the Little Las Vegas Chapel in his purple Cadillac to get married. The wedding ceremony was small but very emotional.
Wait a minute. The man drives a purple Cadillac?
That's what you heard.
Okay.
Small but very emotional service. You could see the groom was a bit nervous.
Is it emotional? Did he write his own vows?
And putting the ring on the phone. It's not yet legal to marry smartphones, but what I hope my wedding will do is somehow act as a symbolic gesture. Please hold. Having difficulties with my paper. To just how precious our phones are becoming in our daily lives, and hopefully to get others to ask the same question of themselves and their relationships. He married a smartphone. All right. Clogged up running shoes. Or Polly wants a murder.
Polly wants a murder.
No, Polly doesn't, but Polly may very well be the star witness in a murder case. It's a case that could come down to what the bird heard. As a Michigan prosecutor decides if a parrot can be used as some type of witness in a murder case. Martin Durham, 45, was shot and killed in his Michigan home on May 2015 in what police first thought was a double homicide. Durham's wife, Glenna, had also been shot in the head, but police realized an hour later she was still alive. Police, an hour later. Hey, that body's moving. Jeez. Last week, Glenna was charged with a first-degree murder in connection with her husband's death. In a video taken several weeks after the murder, the couple's African gray parrot named Bud, who is now being cared for by family members, can be heard saying, "Don't effing shoot." Polly wants a cracker. Parrots,
Okay. So because the parrot says this.
Yeah. The bird family members say it can be heard mimicking both Martin and Glenna as if they were arguing.
Really?
Uh-huh. I personally think he was there and remembers it and as he was saying it. Police records detail financial and gambling problems in the couple's marriage. Glenna left several different suicide notes. Glenna later denied doing so in an interview. Handwriting analysis matched her handwriting to that in the notes. Can you bring a parrot as a witness?
As a key witness?
Yeah. Don't effing shoot.
And play back that whole, or use that whole, possibly that whole argument, that whole conversation, as if it was a recording.
You've been wasting our money.
Right?
No, I haven't.
So, somebody should record this.
Yeah.
As if it was a recording, right? We allow for different recording devices and some.
Does an animal count?
Well,
it's
if
I were the attorney, I would say CSI, NCIS, you lose. Okay. But isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was a story that is all over everybody. I mean, I pulled that from NBC today.
Right, but it wasn't on your
not on my
news?
News source channel. I'm a little bummed with that. And finally, this in the news, German sneaker company Nat2, that's the name of the company, Nat2, has recently unveiled the world's first, get this, vegan wooden sneakers.
Wooden sneakers, like clogs? Is that what? No, not clogs.
Clogs is the right word.
Is that the word?
Yeah,
okay,
that's
all right.
the Dutch wooden shoe.
So
no. The
wooden sneakers.
First of all, I'm concerned about the word vegan. Who's eating their shoes, and why are we worried about animal byproducts?
Well,
because it's not leather,
right?
Okay.
Right? Yes.
Right.
Vegan is we don't wear, use.
I thought it was we just don't eat.
No, vegan is a whole lifestyle. No animal products.
I've been educated.
Yeah.
Wooden sneakers, which are up to 90% real sustainable wood. Last week we told you about Pinatex. That's the new material made from pineapple leaves that's all set to become a sustainable alternative to animal leather. Right? Do you remember that?
I don't.
Okay, it's pineapple leaves that they mash up, and now it's leather.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Okay. Yes, it was beautiful.
Beautiful.
Right? It's just as soft and supple, and using what would normally be trash
today.
And it is more versatile than leather.
Another interesting innovation.
And it's wooden shoes.
Wooden footwear.
Wooden.
But it's according to a press release by German high-end sneaker brand Nat2, to make it flexible, the wood is applied to an organic cotton and vector engraved in a way that the material blends and becomes soft and flexible like a fine Napa leather.
Really?
The feel is smooth and fine, while you can smell the wood and see the tree's natural texture. Fascinating looking pair of sneakers. I am very interested.
If we can do it in sneakers, we can do it. I mean, I've got a pair of wooden high heels.
Hey, we got to go for a quick break, but when we come back, Positive Business Talk, Eric and Angel on Denver's Money Talk.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
I woke up last night to wind and hail. The wife was screaming. The kids did well.
Look at our roof.
They cried and cried.
The outside of the house is now inside.
The ceiling caved in.
New insulation. Everything's leaking.
Everyone's freaking when my know-it-all neighbor came over and said,
"You know who I like."
"Who?"
Golden Spike.
Hi, this is Spike McCarthy, and our promise to you is roofing done right to the last nail.
Call Golden Spike Roofing when your roof needs a fix. 303-942-1386. Golden Spike Roofing.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and I wanted to share some of my experiences with Go Sober. I am a business owner here in Colorado and had been thinking about going sober literally for about 4 years. One of my biggest choices about going with Go Sober was that I'm a pretty private person, and when my alcohol addiction started, it started very privately. And when my rehabilitation started with Go Sober, it allowed me to rehabilitate privately, and having the flexibility of not having to go into a treatment program, going away from my family, away from my job. The infusions allowed me to put a reset button on loving myself again. My first infusion, I could go right past that neighborhood liquor store and not even think about stopping in and grabbing a bottle of wine. What's next for me is rediscovering all those things that I've lost.
Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837 or visit their website at gosober.org.
Hi, this is Hugh Hewitt for Granite Transformation. If it's time to redo your kitchen and your bath, this is a product you really have to see to believe. Beautiful granite, mosaic, or recycled glass countertops measured and cut to fit right over your existing countertops, so there's no messy tear out of your old counters. These are heat and stain resistant. They never need sealing, but most importantly, they are affordable and can be installed in most cases just one day. So give Todd Dutton and the staff at Granite Transformations a chance to earn your business. Call them today at 303-420-8920. That's 303-420-8920. I'm sure you'll be as impressed as I was. I've met Todd, so make sure you tell him that I told you to call and receive a free stainless steel sink and save an additional 10% just by stopping by their showroom. Let Todd and the folks at Granite Transformation save you time, money, and headaches. Call today at 303-420-8920. That's 303-420-8920. One of the great things I took away from my time in Colorado is a friendship with Todd. Make him your friend as well. Call 303-420-8920.
This is Dan Kaplis. A wise person once told me, if you don't have a seat at the table, you are going to end up on the menu. I think that applies directly to personal injury and wrongful death cases. If you're not represented by a highly accomplished law firm, the insurance company is probably going to eat you for lunch and you'll never even know it. So if you want to make sure that you and your claim are treated with the respect you deserve, give me a call. We are a serious firm for serious cases. And for 30 years, we have proven our ability to go up against the best the other side has to offer and to win. Our personal injury clients include everyone from the poorest of the poor to CEOs, teachers, farmers, police officers, doctors, lawyers, and professional athletes. We are able to make the vast resources of our firm available to good people from all walks of life by taking righteous cases on a percentage fee basis. You can reach me at 303-770-5551. That's 303-770-5551 or dancaplisslaw.com. That's dancaplisslaw.com.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us here on Denver's Money Talk 1690 AM. And, you know, Denver's Money Talk 1690 AM and the Centennial Institute at Colorado Christian University present the 2016 Western Conservative Summit. That's happening starting this Friday.
Yep, in just a couple of days.
That's exactly right. It's at Colorado Convention Center. Donald Trump, Hugh Hewitt, Dennis Prager, and Carly Fiorina are just some of the big names who have committed to speak. For a complete schedule and to purchase your tickets, please go right now to moneytalk1690.com and click on the Western Conservative Summit banner.
Very exciting.
Yeah,
it's very exciting in Denver. Lots of good stuff. Hope to see people out there.
Secret Service is coming.
Yes, they are.
Uh-huh.
I used to work for a golf tournament,
Yeah.
and we had a dignitary come into town one time, and the Secret Service had to also come in beforehand, and the procedures that come in
it's a
and come
complete
to
and
play.
utter shakedown.
It is,
Yeah.
and so here comes this gentleman. You know, we're at a golf course, right?
Yeah.
Golf tournament. And we bring in these trailers for these temporary offices. So we have offices on site during the tournament. And so, you know, we're kind of all like 6 of us, you know, officing in this one little space. And door opens up and in walks 2 guys in suits.
Yes, gray suits and
right?
sunglasses.
And sunglasses and the little thing, the little earbud.
Yeah.
I said, you guys look like Secret Service. Like, I mean, they stood out like in a crowd. Like we're all in golf attire.
Right.
Everybody else is really casual. And here comes these guys, and I think I'm being cute.
Yeah.
Well, they were.
Stuff ain't funny, ma'am.
Right, they were. Shut down the highway. You know, coming on. Oh, it was very exciting. It's super, super exciting. All for a little dinner party.
Are you allowed to say who the dignitary was?
Well, it was George Bush.
It was the president.
Mm-hmm.
That dignitary. Oh, there it is. All right. What you got?
All right. So, you know how fun it is to see offices that have foosball tables and, you know, Coke machines and dartboards.
Oh,
and,
yeah, those fun millennial offices.
right, where there's like all these fun little activities and couches. And
I want to play ping pong.
you think, I want to work here. How fun would this be to work in a place where I can play, you know, during my break?
During your break, during your work. That's
during
how
my
we
work,
have our meetings.
during my work day, right? I actually was in an office, and there, I mean, it was these comfy couches, big screen TV.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like a rec room. It didn't look like an office. It
Complete
looked like
with video games.
Yeah, it looked super, super fun. I thought it would be a great place to work, but apparently, all those perks, couches, foosball tables, DVD players, gaming tables, not really working when it comes to improving your employee loyalty.
Really?
Really.
So you can hand everybody all the things that they think they want, but that's not what they think they want?
Yeah, new perks, new strategies, new working models. Employers are trying everything they can to keep their employees happy and motivated. But really, there's been a very slight increase in motivation. And why aren't they hitting their mark? Because it's ignoring what employees really are looking for.
According to new research, the core things that employees are really looking for, employee benefits.
And benefits,
yeah.
right?
Flashy new perks come and go, but new data reveals that employees just want better benefits. And here's how important core benefits really are. And if you think about it, you start listening. If you listen to your employees, you will hear these things come up. I remember one of our clients is, you know, weighing out, well, I want to get employee benefits, but with the and I'm using air quotes here, Affordable Care Act, It's anything but affordable for many small business owners. And so rather than doing that, I'll just pay you more and you can go self-insure, right? I'll cover your insurance costs. I'll pay you more. You can self-insure. And people are saying no. That's not what they want.
Right? You think about how, when somebody gives you a little birthday money.
Spent.
Right? If they give you cash.
Spent.
It goes to gas. It goes to expenses, right?
The tyranny of the urgent.
Yes. But if they give you an actual gift, right, then you get to use that gift. You get to experience that gift. And hopefully you'll take the cash to buy that gift, but it doesn't typically happen. Well, in companies that have less than 5,000 employees, half of them don't offer core health insurance benefits.
Holy cow.
Right? And so we're talking about taking care of our employees, making our employees feel valued, not the office space look valuable, but actually having them feel valuable.
Our very own member, Jill Christensen, who is an employee engagement expert, talks about this an awful lot. And it's about that engagement that you're really after. Otherwise, you're going to see a revolving door, because people are just going to go wherever they think they can get whatever it is they're looking for. And when they discover that a ping pong table isn't it, they're out.
They say that benefits and paid time off have the highest ROI of all perks, more than reward programs, team outings, office environment, snacks, and recognition. So the takeaway here is to stop focusing on ping pong tables and Margarita Fridays, which sounds like fun, but it's a temporary fun. And it doesn't really serve my family.
Here's an interesting line pulled out of this article out of entrepreneur.com. Employees won't care that you have a wellness program if they still can't afford to visit a general practitioner. And they won't be as excited about their bonus without a retirement or a savings plan.
Right? So health insurance, 401k retirement plans, vacation, and paid time off have the greatest effect on how employees rate their benefits. And of course, health insurance, the largest driver of satisfaction with employee benefits.
Yeah.
Because, the rates are insane, right?
They are, absolutely.
And so, the foundation of a satisfying compensation package is what kind of benefits do you offer in-house? And so they say before looking to new perks or bonuses to keep employees satisfied, reevaluate your benefits. How can they be improved? Are there better plans that fit your employees' needs even better? And so talk to your employees, see what core benefits they're lagging and what can be done to make them better.
I think it's important to review. You said, make sure that your benefits are offering what your employees are needing. I think it's important to have that line of communication with your employees. What do you need? How is it working? And then keep one finger on the pulse of your insurance provider and have that conversation with them every year.
Yes.
Update it every year. We rolled out employee benefits last year, and I think every year we need to go back and say, all right, is it working? How's it working? What can we do to improve it?
And we have to, because already that plan has had a significant increase.
Isn't that crazy?
Right? But here's the thing. Happier employees, of course, means improved productivity. It also means better interaction with your customers, improved customer service. So when you're talking about improving your customer satisfaction, talk about improving your employee benefits.
There you go. All right, folks, don't go anywhere. We've got more positive business talk just ahead. You're listening to Angel and Eric, and this is the Experience Pros Radio Network right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 KDMT, your official home for the Western Conservative Summit.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Contact them on the web at Experience.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no
This is Jeff Thompson, the retirement jock and investment advisor and financial planner for J.F. Thompson Wealth Management. Please join me on Denver's Money Talk Radio as we chat about how to protect your investment portfolio and overall financial plan. So listen to me, Jeff Thompson, the retirement jock, 8 a.m. on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. KDMT, where I coach you on how money really works.
Jeff Thompson, the retirement jock, weekday mornings at 8 on KDMT, Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m.
After 35 years in law enforcement, I thought I'd seen it all and survived it all, and had witnessed firsthand how the scourge of alcohol destroyed lives and families, leaving only heartbreak and suffering in its wake. Yet even armed with that knowledge, I was not immune to the manner in which alcohol crept into my own life, slowly drawing me away from all that I loved to the point where the urge to drink became the only constant. Promises made in the morning to quit, to stop, quickly faded when the sun went down. I tried a number of solutions, from 12 steps to healthcare intervention, but none of it worked. And then I found Go Sober. The cravings ended almost immediately. The follow-up care reintroduced me to a life I thought was gone forever. I've rediscovered the joy of living. The sadness is gone. If you or someone you love is ready to fight alcohol and get your life back on track, you owe it to yourself to include Go Sober in your battle plan.
Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837 or go to their website, gosober.org.
This is Dan Kaplis. Our firm is dedicated to always being on the leading edge of the practice of personal injury law. That includes game-changing, next-generation technology, nationally respected experts, and innovative visual tools that help us bring our client's case to life for the purposes of settlement or, if necessary, trial. We only accept a limited number of cases, so we're able to devote to each client our full arsenal of technology, skilled attorneys, and staff. We are a serious firm for serious cases, and we make the vast resources of our firm available to good people from all walks of life by taking righteous cases on a percentage fee basis. If you'd like to talk with me about your case, just give me a call or email me through our website. There's no charge for an initial consultation. 303-770-5551, 303-770-5551, or dankapleslaw.com. That's dankapleslaw.com.
Are you interested in being your own boss but don't know where to start? MadeRight offers home-based business opportunities for people without business experience, so you can build a better life for you and your family. With MadeRight, you go into business for yourself, not by yourself. We provide you with a startup package, which includes guaranteed clients, initial equipment, education on MadeRight standards, constant support, and the opportunity to build a sustainable business in the community. MadeRight's home cleaning franchise offers a proven track record of stability, guaranteed revenue, and innovative cleaning methods that will help you deliver superior cleaning services to keep your clients satisfied. Give us a call today and see why a home-based business with MadeRight is the right fit for you.
Tap our number now, 303-898-0595. Change your life, 303-898-0595. Life is short. Clean less. Tap 303-898-0595 now.
Take your home like it is and let us help you make it like you want it. Hi, Dan Cicchini, Done Right Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. We've been doing just that for over 30 years now. 800-362-8370 or drhi.com.
Dear John, uncontrolled high blood pressure is serious, and I can quit whenever I want. But when I quit, you quit. Sincerely, your heart.
To get your high blood pressure to a healthy range, visit heart.org/blood pressure. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros with Angel and Eric. We do appreciate you for tuning in here on Denver's Money Talk 1690 KDMT. If you love the show, hey, take the power of the pros with you. Put the app in your back pocket, or better yet, just put it in your cell phone. The app can be found at experiencepros.com/radio. And while you're there, don't forget to sign up and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. Yes, I said Pinterest. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. All kinds of cool stuff going on there.
Absolutely. Never miss a thing, right? Never miss an event that we're hosting, a topic that we're talking about. You want to go back, you want to re-listen to one of the episodes or segments. It's all available for you right there from the app.
Absolutely.
I love it. And of course, we video. We have a live stream of the video. The webcam is here in the studio. And so you can actually watch us behind the scenes in the studio. It's
24/7.
Kind of a sneak peek, right?
Yep.
Right? All right. So how do you love those demanding customers?
Oh, how do I love them?
Right? You know,
Let
I
me
think
count the way.
we all have those customers that we just love, right? It doesn't feel like work. You know,
yeah, our faves.
Our favorites,
Sure.
right? And they're the rock stars in our business. They pay on time. They show up. They tell others about us. We want more and more and more of those. Or do we?
Oh?
Or do we? You know, as long as you've got people that love what you do, you're super friendly, things get pretty casual. Maybe even your service gets a little relaxed. And you aren't necessarily improving. You're not offering excellent customer service because it's friendly, it's familiar.
They're chums.
Right?
They're
Sup,
pallies.
right?
Sup, wings.
Right? You know, you lose a little bit of the professionalism,
sure.
right? Of the excellence because they're more buddies, right? Rather than customers. And I don't think you're quite on your game as much when they're not stretching you to be better, right?
All right, so what do we do?
Peter Sakimara, well, hopefully I didn't destroy that too much,
Pete.
right? He says what we really need is a few more difficult and demanding customers, he calls them our lightning customers, that they have a higher expectation of your team or your product than you do. They're not afraid to share their opinions, their pain points, and their insights. Don't you just love them,
Let me
right?
see if I understand correctly. We are taking for granted the relationships that we have with our favorite customers. And because we've become lax, Pete is recommending that we have cranky customers?
That we don't dismiss the value of the cranky customer.
All right.
They push us to problem solve, think outside the box.
Well, that's true.
Stress test our biggest ideas.
All right.
Right?
Okay.
How often do we get somebody who complains about something and we go back to the drawing board and say, we need to change this. We need to create a policy. We need to do better. We need to up our game. I mean, our heckles are up. We are on high alert when this person is in the building and we're stressed out.
What he calls this lightning customer is just that, one that doesn't strike off and it packs a ton of energy and can burn. But they introduce a huge opportunity if you harness their energy. So how do you tell the difference between an individual or company that's just difficult and a true lightning customer?
Right, because sometimes they're just a jerk. Right,
Yeah, right.
They're just having a bad
That's
day.
kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
I'm like,
and there are those.
You can't pay me enough.
Right, there are those. They are bad juju. And you're not going to learn anything from them. They complain about everything. You know, you tell them the sky is blue, they're going to argue with you, right? And so that's not what we're talking about.
Okay.
The lightning customer, and here's how we're gonna use Peter's assessment, right? And we'll work our way through it.
3 questions he asks when he senses that he's working with a lightning customer.
With a lightning customer. Number 1, how wide is the problem? Is there a problem? Is the problem unique to this one person?
Or is it across your customer
Do
base?
other customers
Okay.
share it,
All
right?
Yeah.
If you listen to what your customers are asking for, you'll avoid the common misstep of building a product without a market, right? So when you've got somebody who's...
The last thing you want to be is new Coke.
Yes.
Right?
Right? But you think about, we have a handful of customers, right? Somebody that complained about something that is only unique to them. Like, they're not even living on this planet. And you know that. That's not a lightning customer. but somebody who reminds you, look, your website hasn't been updated. You said you would have this to me, in 3 days. It took, a week. Those kinds of issues where you're being a little lax on your service. And so if you're doing it with one person, are you doing it with more? Number 2, is it a future problem? If other customers don't currently share the problem, will they in the future? Have we set up something that's going to cause challenges?
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe you've changed the way your ordering process
so
is.
Maybe you have a forward-thinking cranky customer.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Exactly. A lightning customer.
Lightning customer.
Yeah, cranky customers, cranky people.
86 those guys.
Right? But a lightning customer. He says it's important to ask yourself whether it's possible that this customer is pointing out a problem that customers will eventually have. And of course, Peter, he said, I experienced this firsthand when my team was responsible for helping one of the largest online streaming companies move all of their company documents to store on Drive, about 35 terabytes of data. Because of the sheer volume, it stressed the system. Rather than complain and wait for us to figure it out, this Lightning customer worked with us closely to build new features and maximize the potential. So, while they may have been the first company to need so much capacity, it turned out they weren't alone. Right? As their enterprise business grew, more large companies started working with us, and we found that the features we had built for this one customer were necessary for many of our larger customers with terabytes of data.
I can see that.
Okay?
The third point is this. The third question that is asked to try to identify these lightning customers. By the way, I just checked out how many volts are in a lightning bolt. Up to 1 billion volts of electricity.
Lots of energy here.
Watch out.
Lots of energy. So
Right.
tapping into their energy and saying, what can we learn from this? We're not talking about making a sweeping change because one person complained about something.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just want to complain, and you have to be able to assess that. But are they tapping into something that you've kind of let go on the job?
And then the third question is this. Will your customer become a partner? Is the customer willing to become an active partner in the project? Is he just have to check my language. Is he just complaining for the sake of complaining, or is he willing to complain and then produce a solution
work with you
and
on
work
this
with you to correct it?
and work with you? Do we have a solution, and are we willing to work with this? We get people who say, okay, I have this complaint. Okay, what should we do about it?
Right. That's your problem.
Right? Or, I got nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm not there to help you.
Yeah.
You figure it out. Okay, that's not a lightning
customer.
Right? Yeah, I see. We're catching on.
Yeah, I'm
catching
getting it.
on,
Yeah.
right? If they're willing to work with you, tell them exactly what you're going to need from them and be honest. He says to properly execute on a lightning customer project, you may need to assemble a dedicated team. You might need to pull some resources that were previously allocated elsewhere. And if you're going to invest that much on your end, the customer is hopefully willing to meet you halfway.
Ultimately, he says if you can embrace your lightning customers and use their high expectations as an opportunity to learn, engage, and better understand them, you're going to make better products, inspire your employees to create customer advocates for your business. And that is true customer success.
Right? And so, think about, you've had some people, right? Now, here's the thing. You've heard of the analogy of having change in your pocket.
Yes, sure.
Right? When you're building a relationship with somebody and all the good things that you do, a compliment, a favor, a referral, showing up on time, that's putting change in your pocket.
Right.
But every time that you do something that is
counterproductive,
a deficit to the relationship, right? You complain, you nag, you miss an appointment, you're late with your bills. Every time you do something like that, you're taking change out of the pocket.
Right.
So as long as there's still change in the pocket, we're in a good place with our relationship. But if you get to a deficit and there's no change in your pocket and you keep being a challenge, I've got nothing left to work with you with, right? And so when we have a lightning customer, hopefully they've already put some change in their pocket. So we say, okay.
Yeah, you don't start off at a deficit.
Right? You didn't come to me with your immediate thing with something negative, right? And challenging. You've given me something to work with. We've got a relationship. We've got something to build on. And you're not just there
I agree. I think I agree with Peter Scucamara. And
I like the idea.
I do too. So I'm going to make a recommendation to this gentleman. He's a senior director of global support for Google for Work. I'm going to recommend that Peter write a book called The Lightning Customer. And not just, I think this should be a book. And actually, you remember those books that you could turn over, flip upside down, so you'd read one way, halfway, and then you flip it over and read the other way from the backside forward. I think it should be that. And that's your lightning, right? It's the two sides of the two poles. But I think you should talk about what we just talked about as the employer and the business owner, and how to embrace lightning customers, and then how to become a lightning customer. Go out there and teach how to help other companies.
Yeah, you got to put change in your pocket first.
Put change in your pocket. All right, you got change in your pocket with us. You're right here with Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Show, helping you get your business right. We'll be back. Denver's Money Talk 1690.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
This is Roger Michalski from Eagle Financial Publications. Are you a dividend investor? If so, let me tell you about a website that has just about every resource that a dividend investor could ask for. It's called dividendinvestor.com. We just launched a new and improved version of it, and there's nothing else like it. When you log on to dividendinvestor.com, you'll find screening tools plus an all-star ranking system to help you find the best dividend opportunities. There's a scorecard to track the dividends in your very own portfolio, plus time-sensitive updates so you'll be the first to know when dividends go up or go down, and so many other features. Be my guest. Log on for free today at dividendinvestor.com. Set up a portfolio and see how easy it is to work the dividend calculator. And be sure to take the website tour to discover all the other great benefits. I'm convinced dividendinvestor.com will pay dividends to your bottom line. Go to dividendinvestor.com now. dividendinvestor.com.
The Colorado Business Roundtable brings you Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. Hear from key leaders in Colorado's business community, advocating for proactive business policies that strengthen the economy and help business grow and thrive in Colorado, as well as helping to make Colorado the best place to live now and for generations to come. Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 and MoneyTalk1690.com. As the school year draws to a close, so many parents are wondering how they'll help their kids occupy their time without the influence of TV, video games, and the internet. This year, consider summer camps for your teen. For a limited time, our chief bargain hunter is featuring a half-priced camper tuition to Chile Camps, located close to home in Estes Park. Activities your teen will experience during their camp stay include hiking, horseback riding, backpacking, whitewater rafting, and so much more. What better way to discover new strengths without outside pressures or expectations than to get out of the city and come camp at Camp Chile. Camper spots are only open for girls ages 12 to 14 and are filling up fast. This summer, come enjoy the fresh Rocky Mountain air at Camp Chile. To purchase, visit summercampbargains.com or just click the Bargain Hunter link on 710knus.com or krks.com. Summercampbargains.com. Again, that's summercampbargains.com or just click the Bargain Hunter link on 710knus.com or krks.com.
Hi, my name is Greg, and I wanted to talk about alcohol treatment. There's a reason why it's difficult to stay quit, and it has nothing to do with character or willpower. It has everything to do with brain reward chemistry. Alcohol screws up the ability to produce sufficient dopamine, and any successful treatment has to fix that first. Go Sober restores the dopamine response. The process takes about 8 weeks. It involves medications and lifestyle changes. It costs about the same as a DUI with a much happier outlook. Take a look at their website at www.gosober.org or call 303-827-4837. They're nice people who understand the science of addiction and what to do about it. This is the last treatment you'll ever need.
If you or someone you love is ready to fight alcohol and get your life back on track, you owe it to yourself to include Go Sober in your battle plan. Where do you keep the things that are most important to you? At home, right? But just how secure is your home? Do you own a security system? And if so, is it currently being monitored? Have you signed up for monitoring service only to find out there were rate hikes and other hidden fees buried in the fine print? It's time for something different, something better. ProSec is changing the way Coloradans look at security. ProSec will send a professional to your home, evaluate your needs, and give you an honest assessment. No hidden agendas, fees, or complicated contract terms. And with ProSec, your monthly rate is guaranteed for the entire term of your agreement. Stop paying those increasing rates and let ProSec take the mystery out of home security. Call 303-835-8100, 303-835-8100, or visit prosecalarm.com. That's PROSEC alarm.com. Get a free home security camera system or up to 4 months of free monitoring with new account activation.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you so much for taking time out of your business day to say good morning to us. We're grateful to be a part of your morning drive-in.
Well, and good morning. Yeah, it is going to be kind of an exciting day, right?
Yep.
Exciting week. It's a holiday week.
A holiday weekend.
Right? I think one of my favorite things about holiday weekends, 4th of July especially, is watching all the American flags go up all over the city.
Yeah, patriotism never gets old.
Right? It doesn't. It doesn't. True. I'm one of those that when we stand up to sing the national anthem at the sporting events, I get a little verklempt, right?
Yeah, sure.
Just a little, like, it can be so powerful that just for a few minutes we all come together and are united.
Well, let me tell you about your weather throughout the weekend. Today, of course, going to be a high of 92 degrees with a stray shower or thunderstorm coming through in the afternoons. Tomorrow, we're going to see a cool down with afternoon thunderstorms down to 77 degrees. And then here it comes back right up again, 82 on Friday, Saturday, 84, Sunday, 88. And Monday, July 4th, a 90 degrees, mostly sunny. It's going to be perfect.
Nice. Yeah. Very, very nice. All right. So, as a business professional, right, we work hard to get traffic to our website. We pay for advertising. We optimize the search engines. Yeah. We work on it in social media.
Yes.
Right. We are doing everything to bring people to us.
And it pays off. People do come. They look at what you got to offer, and then nothing.
They hesitate. It takes just a moment's hesitation to create doubt. And in that moment, you can lose all that effort that you just put in bringing that customer to you. They found you, but do they trust you?
We drive traffic to people's websites here at the Experience Pros. One of the services that we offer through our membership directory is a virtual traffic magnet for your website. And yet I see this as being a very serious issue, and that is the issue of consumer trust. Do they trust you? Are they, they get there, and maybe you've got a cool picture, or maybe you don't. Maybe your website's in disrepair. Maybe it's neglected. Maybe the last blog post you did was in September 2009.
I know. I just looked up somebody on Twitter and saw the last time they posted was October 2009.
Right?
I thought,
yeah, there's a disconnect there. So, do they trust you? They will only... Look, Bob Berg said it. He says, all things being equal, people do business with people that they know, like, and trust. And we embrace that. We agree with that. How do you become somebody, especially through your web portal, that people know, like, and especially trust?
And it's interesting because there are a lot of free sites out there, templates that you can use, kind of do it yourself, drop and drag, and all of that. But if you're not telling your story, you're not making it easy for people to actually do business with you, then just as quickly as they come in. In fact, one of our earliest clients we ever worked with was a plumbing company.
Yeah, sure.
Who had incredible traffic
to
their site.
Yep.
Right? The numbers were astronomical. their bounce rate was just as ridiculous.
That's right.
Like, okay, they're coming, but they're not staying.
Nope.
And they're not turning into customers. Where's the breakdown? Well, according to David Leonhardt, he wrote in Entrepreneur magazine, it's that your customers don't trust you once they get to their website. He says, I've walked out of stores that felt too pushy. I've walked out of car dealerships too. Your website visitors are walking out every day unless it says, trust me. So he says there's a couple of types of businesses we're going to consider here. Number one, a local business.
Yep, that's your website's an extension of a real business, brick and mortar, where you come face to face with your customers in the flesh. A store, a theater, think of
retailers,
like
things like that. A service business.
So you interact with your customers, but you're not always in the same city. Maybe an accountant, a coach, or a translator.
And an e-commerce site.
All right, this is a completely automated website that all your business is done right there on the web. If your customers were pink fairy armadillos, you would never know. By the way, those are real animals.
Pink?
Yeah, they're rarely seen on e-commerce websites.
Armadillos. All right. So those are the types of business websites, right? You've got your local business and you've got an extension of it. Or you do a service. Maybe you're not actually in the same city as your customers. And then a truly automated e-commerce website. So it doesn't matter which type of business you run. Ask yourself the following questions. When they get to my website, can my customers visualize me?
In other words, if they can't meet you in person, the next best thing to you is a picture of the business owner with his or her name, or a video message, something that says there's a human being.
There are people that work here.
Right.
This is the team. These are the people here servicing you, that there are human beings, kind of behind the screen, right? What's it, the Wizard of Oz, right? So he says, if you're like a local contractor, a video on, he says there's pretty something special when you actually get to see them in action and see who they are, see who you're doing business with. If not a video, pictures of the whole team, right? A lot of behind the scenes, us actually interacting, engaging, and doing work. They say which type of website the most needs a real life person up front? E-commerce, of course, he says. The more intangible the business, the more important it is to show real people behind it.
All right, the second thing is, can customers visualize my business? Can they walk up to your counter? If they can't walk up to your counter, at least they can see that you have a real address. We've said it for years. If you're just putting on a P.O. box or something like that, or even
no address
at all, be careful. You look temporary.
You look temporary, right? A real address means that you are less likely to be a fly-by-night scammer. Even better, post a picture of your place of business. So which type of website most needs a real location? You guessed it, e-commerce, right? The more virtual it is, the more important to show that it's real.
Can your customers communicate with you? Just because you have a video doesn't prove that you exist, nor does it prove that you're reliable when customers need help. People much prefer instant chat or over calling for support, and they want to be able to reach out. I got an email yesterday. Somebody went to our website, decided to become a member of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, went through the whole process, had a question, sent me an email, and I immediately fired back. It's my pleasure to serve you. I'll answer your question. Do you have time for a phone call?
She thought it was a template.
She did.
Right? Is this a template?
Yeah.
Because it came so quick, and here I am ready to serve, right?
I'm ready to serve.
Right? They don't even expect that it's a real person. And then finally, do they get an idea of what you're really offering? Is it hard to do business? Is it easy to navigate? Do I have to jump through lots of pages? Did I come here through a landing page that is redundant? Make sure that your website says, trust me.
Yeah, and make sure, and let's talk one more thing as we get ready to close here. Get a certified trust logo, whether it's with the Better Business Bureau or a member of the Experience Pros radio show or the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Somebody, a third party that says we endorse. It's good. All right, folks, we got to take a quick break, but when we come back, it's a whole new hour of the Experience Pros radio show. We're going to bring on a whole bunch of our syndicated friends from around the country. Right after this.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDMT Arvada, Denver. We're all about money.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than Experience.
The Colorado Business Roundtable brings you Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. Hear from key leaders in Colorado's business community, advocating for proactive business policies that strengthen the economy and help business grow and thrive in Colorado, as well as helping to make Colorado the best place to live now and for generations to come. Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 and MoneyTalk1690.com.
This is Michael Medved for townhall.com. Hillary Clinton is one of the most unpopular politicians in America with a negative rating of 55%, according to a recent poll. Donald Trump should focus all criticism on this vulnerable opponent, rather than attacking more popular figures like President Bill Clinton and President Barack Obama. Though Obama won re-election with 51% of the electorate, a higher percentage now express a positive view of the president. The problem with Trump's charge is that Obama secretly sides ties with Islamic terrorists isn't just their outrageous conspiratorial nature, but their dubious political impact. Even if Trump managed to hold every one of Romney's 62 million voters, he would still need to persuade some 6% of voters who backed Obama twice to switch their allegiance to him. It won't help to launch attacks on a lame duck chief executive enjoying a new burst of popular support when he could aim more profitably at the weak candidate actually opposing him. I'm Michael Medved.
After 35 years in law enforcement, I thought I'd seen it all and survived it all, and had witnessed firsthand how the scourge of alcohol destroyed lives and families, leaving only heartbreak and suffering in its wake. Yet even armed with that knowledge, I was not immune to the manner in which alcohol crept into my own life, slowly drawing me away from all that I loved to the point where the urge to drink became the only constant. Promises made in the morning to quit, to stop, quickly faded when the sun went down. I tried a number of solutions, from 12 steps to healthcare intervention, but none of it worked. And then I found Go Sober. The cravings ended almost immediately. The follow-up care reintroduced me to a life I thought was gone forever. I've rediscovered the joy of living. The sadness is gone. If you or someone you love is ready to fight alcohol and get your life back on track, you owe it to yourself to include Go Sober in your battle plan.
Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837 or go to their website, gosober.org.
You've heard of the show Shark Tank, but you need to beware of the real sharks out there. To grow your business, you need money yesterday, but the banks aren't helping. Hard money lending is the answer, but look out. There are sharks in the water. Attorney and CPA Steve Replin will help you navigate the waters, avoid the sharks, and best of all, get you the money. Avoid the chum. Check out hardmoneycoaching.com. 303-322-7919. That's 303-322-7919. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know the customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Good morning and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. We are here to remind you that small business is big business. Your business is our business. And fine, how do you do to you?
How do you do?
I do very, very well. And it's quite possible that it's directly correlated with the abundance of news that we have today.
Oh, really?
You know what time it is?
It's time for the news.
That's exactly right. It's time for You Choose the News. That's the top of the hour game show that we like to play. The news is questionable. The choice is real. Back to the Future all over again.
Ooh,
that'll be
another one?
That'll be your first story.
Excuse me.
A real life Wall-E. You know the little robot Wall-E?
Yeah.
Yeah, that a real life one of those. And Uber is in the news again.
Oh, goodness. What they do now? All right. Start with Uber and then we can move on.
Uber is in the news again. And this time they want to know exactly how much riders want to pay. So, Uber wants riders to know exactly how much they're going to pay for their trips. Uber's rolling out guaranteed fares.
Okay.
So, Uber usually gets in the news for charging somebody $400 for a 20-minute ride on those, what do they call those? Surge hours, right?
Right.
Well,
I know. I love that new campaign that the black cab, the black taxi. No, in New York.
Was it New York? I thought it was England.
It says we don't surge. Yeah, no surging of prices. We never surge. Okay, all right, so go ahead.
The company announced Thursday that it's beginning to roll out a feature that will show exact fares for an UberX rider before you book. Previously, only riders of Uber Pool, its carpool service, had this feature. Knowing how much a ride will cost in advance is clearly something riders appreciate. Noting that Uber Pool makes up 20% of all rides. While the change may help Uber drum up more customers, it also makes surge pricing more difficult to understand. That's because Uber will no longer show the surge multiple or lightning bolt when demand is high. Instead, it will show a disclosure that says fares are higher due to increased demand. Uber argues that the removal of the search price multiple makes it easier for people who don't want to do math. But the truth is, Uber never showed riders what the original price would have been. Riders have grown accustomed to understanding what those price multiples symbolize. Taking them away will make it harder to know how the quoted price compares to a normal fare. Well, let's see. If a normal fare, you would assume, a 20-minute ride from Highlands Ranch to Denver, say, would be, I don't know, $20. If it's $2,000, that's the new price, and we just told you it's going to be $2,000.
And that's the price.
That's
and we
it.
told you.
That's it.
We told you.
Thank you, Uber.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Cha-ching.
Bye-bye.
All right. A real-life Wall-E or...
All right, let's talk about Wall-E.
Okay. What was the other one that I said? Oh, Back to the Future all over again.
Oh, Back to the Future.
No. You said real Wall-E. We're doing real Wall-E.
Oh, yeah, because, we can't change.
No,
It's so technical.
You chose the news.
Right, too technical.
When you choose the news, you chose the news, and we've got to go with the choice. That's the rules of the game. Read the fine print,
Go with the
lady.
choice that you chose.
There you go.
All right, go ahead, Wall-E. Wall-E.
I never saw the movie.
Oh my God, you've got to see. He's so cute.
Hey, this tiny robot is a real-life Wall-E. For a small guy, he's got a big temper, just 2.5 inches tall, with a fondness for meaningful eye contact and heavy lifting.
What?
Wow.
It's like you and your ad for a bedroom companion.
It kind of is. Cosmo. I'm going to read it again. Just 2.5 inches tall with a fondness for meaningful eye contact and heavy lifting, Cosmo is a robot companion designed to seem like it has a soul. And like any faux sentient creature, he gets grumpy when he's poked or turned on his back. You can tell by the way his eyes narrow, and he grunts at you. Cosmo looks a lot like a lot of toy robots on the market, and he apparently looks like Pixar's Wall-E. But he's been programmed to move, interact, and emote like a complicated movie character. His creators at Anki designed him using a combination of artificial intelligence, image and voice recognition, and animation. His face is just a small LED screen with 2 animated eyes that can show a wide range of emotion. Depending on the situation, he might be angry, focused, annoyed, surprised, skeptical, bored, sad, happy, or any combination of these emotions. Note, it did not say sexy.
I was just going to say, does it have to be a he? Because I'm thinking you might be...
Oh, stop it. The robot works with a smartphone app that provides a matching soundtrack to his actions. A camera in his face can identify who's playing with him, and once you type a name into the app, he remembers who you are. He'll even say your name. It's one of the few words he says out loud. Mostly he communicates with a series of beeps and tones and the aforementioned grunt.
Yeah, again, this might be the perfect...
Stop it. He can sense... He can sense where you are and what you're doing. He can play games with you and stack his toy. Stack his toys. See, there's a problem with this print. The world is polluted with robot companion products that claim to do all these different things, but they're plastics and components that aren't connected to the environment. That's what his founder says.
Cute, though.
Cosmo will be
well,
available.
It's way better than what's the BB2
BB-8.
BB-8.
Yeah.
That was all the rage at Christmas time.
Well, sure, because of the movie, Star Wars movie.
Right. But he just rolls around.
Yeah.
He doesn't make noise. He doesn't have emotions. He doesn't. No. There's no attachment.
No.
He just rolls around.
Yeah. This.
And he doesn't like going from the floor to the carpet.
This Cosmo is going to follow you. It looks like a little tractor doohickey, and he's going to follow you everywhere.
I was very disappointed in the BB-8, especially for what my daughter paid for it.
No doubt. This robot will be available in October for $179. Regular software updates will follow to add new skills and to keep your relationship fresh. Wow. All right. Back to the Future all over again. I don't know what to make of this. Here's the headline.
Okay.
Diet Pepsi brings aspartame back.
What?
Didn't we just get
I thought
rid
they
of
just
that
got rid of it,
cancer-causing carcinogen?
right? And they were going with real sugar.
Right.
Like the whole thing was real sugar.
Just 10 months ago, just 10 months after Pepsi announced that it would stop using artificial sweetener in Diet Pepsi due to consumer safety concerns because it is a cancer-causing carcinogen, the company said it will bring aspartame back with the launch of Diet Pepsi Classic Sweetener Blend. There's a mouthful. It'll hit store shelves in September in retro light blue packaging, and it'll come in 12 packs because a 6-pack's just not enough to get your cancer on. 2-liter bottles and 20-ounce bottles at retail outlets throughout the U.S. For those customers who love Diet Pepsi with aspartame, we have been exploring ways to make it available. When the company announced last spring that it planned to remove aspartame from Diet Pepsi, it cited declining sales and health concerns stemming from scientific studies linking artificial sweeteners to obesity and cancer in lab rats. But what the hell? Why not bring it back anyways? That's not part of the article, folks. That's my commentary. Quote, consumers want choice in Diet Colas, so we're refreshing our U.S. lineup to provide 3 options to meet differing needs and taste preferences. It sounds to me like Pepsi is struggling for relevance. So let's bring back the thing that was selling poorly and kills people, at least kills rats, and see if we can save the company.
Right, don't we do that though? We kind of freak out, we make a change. Okay, we haven't given it enough, it didn't do what we thought it was going to do. And so then we go back to the thing that wasn't working. All right, because it's a panic mode. It's a panic reaction.
This smacks of corporate desperation at the highest level. It really does. And I welcome you. If you work for Pepsi and you're listening to the broadcast, go ahead. Give me a call. Let me understand this a little better. Better yet, have corporate call me, and let's talk it out. We'll do it right here on the show. But this is a bad move. I mean, I'm the king of bad decisions, and I recognize them when I see them coming on. This is a bad decision. Don't you think? You're not going to say. You don't want the lawyers to get you, too. That's okay. I'll take them on.
It seems like a panic reaction,
yes.
Right? Let's go back to something that wasn't working, even though we tried to make a change.
It's ridiculous. That's what Charles Barkley would say. It's ridiculous. All right, we got to take a break, folks. We've got all kinds of great business news and better decisions than bringing cancer-causing carcinogens back into play. If you have one of those, don't go back to it. We'll be back after these messages.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Stock markets go up and go down. Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, Saturday morning at 10 on Denver's Money Talk. Are you worried about the markets? How will you protect your assets? With recent stock market volatility, where should your money be now? Call me today and schedule a complimentary stress test of your portfolio. Call 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604. Or go to yourmoneyyourretirement.com. That's yourmoneyyourretirement.com.
This is Roger Michalski from Eagle Financial Publications. Are you a dividend investor? If so, let me tell you about a website that has just about every resource that a dividend investor could ask for. It's called dividendinvestor.com. We just launched a new and improved version of it, and there's nothing else like it. When you log on to dividendinvestor.com, you'll find screening tools plus an all-star ranking system to help you find the best dividend opportunities. There's a scorecard to track the dividends in your very own portfolio, plus time-sensitive updates so you'll be the first to know when dividends go up or go down, and so many other features. Be my guest. Log on for free today at dividendinvestor.com. Set up a portfolio and see how easy it is to work the dividend calculator. And be sure to take the website tour to discover all the other great benefits. I'm convinced dividendinvestor.com will pay dividends to your bottom line. Go to dividendinvestor.com now. Dividendinvestor.com.
This is Michael Medved for townhall.com. Hillary Clinton is one of the most unpopular politicians in America with a negative rating of 55%, according to a recent poll. Donald Trump should focus all criticism on this vulnerable opponent, rather than attacking more popular figures like President Bill Clinton and President Barack Obama. Though Obama won re-election with 51% of the electorate, a higher percentage now express a positive view of the president. The problem with Trump's charges that Obama secretly sides with Islamic terrorists isn't just their outrageous conspiratorial nature, but their dubious political impact. Even if Trump managed to hold every one of Romney's 62 million voters, he would still need to persuade some 6% of voters who backed Obama twice to switch their allegiance to him. It won't help to launch attacks on a lame duck chief executive enjoying a new burst of popular support when he could aim more profitably at the weak candidate actually opposing him. I'm Michael Medved.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
So you thought that putting off your hearing test for another year wasn't a big deal. Well, maybe you should think again. I'm Barbara Jenkins, Colorado's first board-certified doctor of audiology. For the last few years, we've known that untreated hearing loss increases your risk of dementia. Now, a study from Johns Hopkins shows that untreated hearing loss actually causes brain shrinkage. Not only does this affect your communication ability, but it also affects your memory as well. It's just one more in a litany of studies that underscores the importance of treating your hearing loss now, not later. For a synopsis of this study, or to have your hearing tested, go to advancedaudiology.com or call us at 303-649-2122. Hearing problems are easy to dismiss, but treating them now can help more than just your ears. That's 303-649-2122. Because at Advanced Audiology, we take your hearing seriously.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show, where we're sitting here in our home studios in Denver, waving to all our friends in Tampa, Florida, and to Washington and Fresno, California. But if you are here in the local area, there is something that you want to do.
You want to go to the Western Conservative Summit coming up in just a couple of days. Starts Friday, July 1st. Of course, Donald Trump kicking it off.
Yep.
3-day event going on at the Colorado Convention Center, brought to you by Denver's Money Talk 1690 AM and the Centennial Institute at Colorado Christian University. Go to moneytalk1690.com and click on the Western Conservative Summit banner in order to get your tickets and see the full schedule.
Absolutely. All right, here's a question for you. What if you are 130 years old, you have, and I'm speaking of your company, not you, you don't look a day over.
A day over what?
Something.
It is my birthday coming up,
It is, and you know what? You're looking just perfect.
It's like, what do I say here that doesn't get me in too much trouble?
Well, folks, if you check out the video here, you can see that Angel's got a little shoulder action going on. And
suntan?
Your suntan and your musculature.
Do I have muscles?
I saw you checking your watch, and I'm like, holy cow! Look at the gun show.
There's no gun show.
Oh yeah, there's a gun show. Yeah, you got it rocking. So let's just say that you have a company that is 130 years old. There's 33,000 employees and a market capitalization of almost $800 million, and yet you are fearful of becoming obsolete.
How's that possible?
Irrelevant.
How is that possible?
Right?
130-year-old company, 33,000 employees,
yep.
$800 million in market capital. I mean, how is it possible?
Right? Well, let me just give you one word. Amazon.
Oh.
And your company is Barnes & Noble.
Oh, Ooh, right? I mean, how many other bookstores have we seen at the demise? Not just bookstores, but even retailers.
You bet.
Really struggling with the effects of online shopping that Amazon has just captured. Well,
how do you stay relevant in a world where the online portal has taken so much of your business? Well, in the short answer, booze. Hooch.
All right, not
Belly
just
up to the bar.
Not just booze, right?
No.
We think that everybody wants the low prices, fast delivery. I love it when things get delivered to my house. But what else do we want? We really want an experience. We still want community. We still want to be around people. We're not just going home to work and not living outside of our four walls, right? And so yes, they are rolling out a new concept, 4 stores so far.
Yep.
In which they will add beer and wine to the menu, but it isn't about the beer and the wine.
No, it's about the community. It's about the culture.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing: when our producer Bill brought this story to us this morning, he teased it up. He says, "Okay, so you're Barnes and Noble. You're trying to compete against Amazon. Amazon is encroaching ever more every year upon your bottom line. How do you create something? What's something that you can do that Amazon can't?" And my first response, without knowing the story or anything else, was coffee.
You did. You said coffee, but they already have that.
They have it. They do. But the point of it is they don't feature it. It's not it's an add-on. It's an accessory. It's not what we do. We do books, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's the same thing.
Right.
Why is the coffee shop in Amazon, in Barnes & Noble? Because it serves as a place where you can sit down with a cup of coffee and a comfortable book and read and communicate.
And there's no shortage of bars, right, in America. And he says, back in college when we wanted to get people to show up for a school meeting or an event, we throw in beer and wine, sometimes pizza. And that was enough to attract a crowd. And so now we're turning the stores into gathering places, right? Acknowledging that your key customers are adults who might like to turn a trip to the bookstore into a real outing, not just an errand, right? That we're going to run into the store, we're going to pick this up, it's a grab and go, but it's actually an outing, it's an experience, a place that we're going to hang out at.
It's a place where groups can meet.
And that's one of the only things that a brick and mortar store that can provide that Amazon can't. There's, price is price, shipping, delivery. I mean, even Barnes & Noble couldn't do that. But how do they get people to come into their store when they could just as easily buy it online? You create that community experience.
Well, the truth is Barnes & Noble's in trouble, and it has been for some time, which makes you wonder if the constant reports of its death might be greatly exaggerated, right? They've survived the doom and gloom for a significant amount of time. But same-store sales are flat or are growing at just 1%. The Nook, that book reader that they have, lost almost $100 million last year. And they're touting as good news that they might only lose $10 million a year by 2018.
Oh, only losing $10 million a year.
Keep things in perspective here.
It's one of those, we can absorb that loss. Don't you wish?
Well, is adding beer and wine to the menu is that gonna be enough to bring Barnes & Noble back? What do you think?
You know what? They are still there. They're still trying to be relevant. They're still trying to be innovative. I think coming up with that community experience where it is more of an outing and not just an errand is a good idea.
If you're looking to pair beer with books, would you just go to the bar and bring your Nook? And read your book
different.
Different environment.
Different environment. Yeah, you don't take your book to the bar.
I took my book to the bar on the weekend. Not the bar, but the bar at the breakfast restaurant that I like.
Okay, that's different.
Is it?
Yeah, that's different. Yeah,
good.
yeah. Going out to the bar to have a beer with friends is not the place that you bring a book.
Well, I wouldn't bring my friends to the bar.
Why? No, the whole point is
book.
The whole point is.
Maybe I didn't get it.
I don't.
I'm messing with you. I'm just. I get it.
Sometimes it makes it harder than it has to be.
Well, that's
all
my
right.
job.
But here's the thing: Barnes & Noble trying to stay relevant. And if it matters to you that you still have a bookstore, a brick and mortar bookstore where you can go and hang out, check out the books, open up the spines, kind of peruse all the titles on a bookshelf in a store with some service. Make sure that you shop once in a while. Don't do all your shopping online. Spread the wealth a little bit.
That's exactly right.
Okay? Keep the companies that you want to stay in business. They need you. And they're recognizing that you're shopping someplace else. So if it's important to you that they stay in business, support them. And you think, well, somebody else will. It doesn't have to be me. But it is you.
It is you. Mm-hmm. And what can you do in your business to stay relevant? Maybe it's not open up a beer or wine. Maybe it is. But what can you do to stay relevant in your community? Because guaranteed, your competition isn't just the Amazons of the world. It's everything that's competing for that same dollar. So the rising price of gas, the groceries, it all competes. What are you doing to stay relevant and attractive to your customers? All right, great conversation, and best of luck to Barnes & Noble. We'll be back with more positive business talk right after this. Don't forget to check out ExperienceProsDeals.com for 40 to 90% off of stuff that you are going to love. We'll talk more about that later in the show for sure. Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no
Business never takes a break. Neither do we. So take Denver's Money Talk 1690 AM with you with our brand new mobile app. Stay up to the minute with breaking news, market strategies, current trends, and more wherever you are. With live streaming, listen to your favorite Money Talk shows whenever you want, on demand. It's like a personal advisor in your pocket. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. Download the brand new Money Talk app on iTunes or the Google Play Store, or at moneytalk1690.com.
Did your financial advisor lose 30% or more of your life savings during the last market crash? Are you afraid it could happen again? I'm Pastor David Mitchell, founder of Tradeway. Tradeway specializes in teaching you how to cut out the middleman and take control of your money. At our first event, Step 1, Start Your Journey, you'll learn how business principles from the Bible, combined with our powerful skill sets for stock trading, can give you the ability to make informed financial decisions for your family. Having control can give you peace of mind even in an uncertain market, because nobody cares as much about your hard-earned money as you do. Tradeway. You'll learn to reach your biggest goals by taking small steps.
Coming to the Embassy Suites Denver Tech Center July 8th and 9th. Only $99.95 for your entire household, plus a free ticket for a friend and a full money-back guarantee. To register, call 877-907-TRADE. That's 877-907-8723. Or go to Tradeway.com. That's Tradeway.com.
Are you being denied credit? Are you paying high interest rates? At CreditRepair.com, we know life happens. Divorce, medical bills, student loans, and many other reasons why credit scores fall. That's why at CreditRepair.com, we're committed to helping folks get the second chance they deserve to improve their credit.
CreditRepair.com is actually acting as an advocate for me. Things that I thought when you paid them off, they were still on there. Things that I didn't even know were on there, but they got them removed. I feel they're doing what they said they'd do and beyond. I'm not going to abuse this second chance that they gave me. I'm in the process now of buying a home. CreditRepair.com actually does work.
We can help you get a second chance at great credit. The consultation is free and includes a free credit score and summary credit report. We'll review your current credit situation right on the phone with a game plan to restore it. Call 800-231-1735. That's 800-231-1735. Again, 800-231-1735. 800-231-1735.
Statistics show that a burglary occurs on average every 13 seconds in the U.S., and homes without security systems are more than 3 times as likely to be affected. These facts may seem intimidating, but there's a simple answer when it comes to home security: ProSec. ProSec is changing the way Coloradans look at security. ProSec will send a professional to your home, evaluate your needs, and give you an honest assessment of your options. No hidden agendas, fees, or complicated contract terms. Your monthly rate is guaranteed for the entire term of your agreement. And ProSec is proud to be a local Colorado-owned and operated company. Let ProSec take the mystery out of home security. Call 303-835-8100, 303-835-8100, or visit ProSecAlarm.com. That's PROSEC Alarm.com. Get a free home security camera system or up to 4 months of free monitoring with new account activation. If you own a small business, you know that bookkeeping is tedious, and frankly, it's not how you want to spend your time. Let Winter Mountains Bookkeeping and Tax step in and customize a plan to fit your company's needs. Whether it's payroll use, sales and withholding taxes, financial statements, or banking, Winter Mountains Bookkeeping and Tax will free you up to focus on growing your business. Ask about their offer for free tax prep for next year, too. Call Winter Mountains Bookkeeping and Tax at 720-998-1830 or visit wintermountainstax.com. That's 720-998-1830. Winter Mountains Bookkeeping and Taxes done right.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. Hail again.
Again, it is hail season. And every time the clouds start to get dark, we all start to get a little bit nervous about our roofs, our cars, anything else. If we're out on the golf course, we brought in our expert guests for you today from Acclaimed Roofing of Colorado, Glenn Ducharme. He spent 5 years in the Army, attended school, and worked as a personal trainer until 2015 when he got into roofing. He's built up a great network of power partners from architects, developers, property managers, insurance agents, multi-property investors, and more. He says that he feels like the issues of high deductibles and cracked foundations are all the things that are keeping him up at night, probably keeping you up at night as well. He works tirelessly until the morning hours to make sure each individual project has the attention a dedicated project manager is expected to make for each one of their customers. He says, no matter how many times I wish I could just use the excuse I'm too busy, it doesn't work in my weekly scheduling. If you need to see him at 10 a.m. on Sunday morning on Mother's Day, he will unfortunately make his mom wait for you. Glenn Ducharme, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show. You are dedicated.
True story.
True story. Somebody asked you to meet them on Mother's Day?
In Breckenridge. I had to drive up to Breckenridge at 10 a.m.
Wow.
Be there at 10 a.m. So Mom had to wait till next week to go to brunch.
Wow.
Mom okay with that?
She had to be.
Well,
she had to be.
Here's the thing, Glenn. We had you on a couple of weeks back, and the hailstorm had just rolled through.
I have great timing.
Part of it. You do have great timing. A hailstorm rolled through yesterday through Denver and Boulder and whatnot. But in this environment, and we're in the hail zone. Excuse me. In this environment, people are. They don't know who to trust. And you say they can trust you.
I'm saying they can trust me, but they can trust usually anyone within their network. Not saying they can't trust a door knocker every time, but you don't know who you're getting. You don't know if that person even lives in town. As we talked about last time, a lot of the people that go to knock doors, they don't have local networks. They don't have people that call them when their house gets damaged. They have to go out and find work, and when there's a sign up in your yard, you're probably still going to get 5 to 10 more people come and knock at your door. You don't know where they're from. You don't know if they're here. Usually that person will sign you up and pass you on down the line, and you just move on down the line. You meet me. I meet you, from day one. We're not done until that final check's collected.
To the completion of the project.
Completion, right.
Right? You're there for the whole thing. I'm always surprised when I see people who, need a service provided, especially in their home, and they don't ask their neighbors. They don't ask their network. They, go, and just do a Google search and allow for a stranger to come in, because we are all connected, and there's probably somebody in your network already that is trustworthy that you can bring in. Now, you're new-ish in the roofing business. You've been in for a couple of years. Is this a typical hail season? Do we have this every year? Do I just forget?
It just happens, it happens in different areas. It always hits the Front Range, but sometimes, Black Forest, Parker are pretty notorious areas from getting pretty severe hail, large size hail. Monument, with the higher elevation, they get larger hail. And then up in the northwest corner, Boulder, Arvada, Longmont, that area gets wiped out with hail pretty good.
That was the swath that got it yesterday.
Right.
Yeah.
They've gotten it twice already this year, but last year we pretty much got Wash Park 3 times, and then Elizabeth once, and that was it.
Yeah,
There's about four storms.
Getting pretty hammered. Is there, we're in the season, and it seems like it's early in the season. Glenn, should we just wait until the end of it and just kind of take care of it when it's all over, when everything is as damaged as it's going to be?
You can't wait to get the work done till the end of the year. Couple things: if you get the insurance company out there and then you get a contractor signed up and you and that contractor decide to wait till later in the season, if you have problems in between the time you sign up with that contractor and the work getting done, it's basically on the contractor. If there's a leak or something, it'll come on the contractor.
The insurance is not going to cover that.
The insurance is not going to cover that, but you don't want to have to cover that either. So waiting to hire a contractor, waiting to deal with the insurance until the end of the season, if further damage happens between then, they're also not going to cover that. So you want to get that liability off of you as the homeowner immediately. You want to put that on the contractor or get it on the liability of the insurance.
Get it taken care of.
Calling the insurance immediately, not putting it off, not saying, "Oh, my neighbors are getting their roof done, but I'll wait."
Glenn, let's give some contact information. The last time you were on this broadcast, your phone exploded, and I think it's because our listeners say that we think we can trust this guy, and you've been vetted and approved by the Experience Pros directory. We know you personally, and so let's give out your number, because there are probably some people here who have waited or may have new claims, and they're going to want somebody that they can trust.
Yep, you can contact me directly at 303-517-5337 is my cell.
All right, do that
email,
again.
303-517-5337.
One of the things, Glenn, you're very involved in the community. You have an incredible network. And one of the benefits, if you need anybody, you need landscaping, painting, lighting, plumbing, you have a referral network that is pretty powerful. So we encourage people to call you, even if it's not for a roofing need, if they just need anything for their home. So give that phone number one more time.
303-517-5337. You can, and I do get calls for anything, for other trades, from window screens to painting to AC to anything, you name it, lawyers.
You're well connected. You've got referrals for folks who do what you don't do. The website, acclaimedroofing.com. That's acclaimedroofing.com for Acclaimed Roofing of Colorado. How much does it cost to have somebody come out and inspect the roof?
Free. It's free to come out and inspect the roof. Obviously, when you call a contractor out there, they're intending to earn your business.
Of course.
When you have somebody come out and go through the process with you, meet your insurance adjuster out, it's just in good ethics to hire that person and give them the business. They are out there trying to make a buck, and if they don't do anything, blatantly disrespectful to disearn your trust, then there's really no reason to push them aside and have a bunch of other people enter the mix.
Well, you've got lots of great reviews online. You're a member of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, vetted and approved, and everybody that we've heard who's worked with Acclaimed Roofing saying great things and working with you directly.
Right. You're doing a great job, Glenn, for the community and for your customers as well. All right, so roofing. I'm driving down the street. I go into a new neighborhood. I see a whole new slew of roofing signs. I had no idea there were so many different roofing companies in the area, and they're probably not from.
Were the planes out yesterday?
right.
No,
we had the planes
there was
blowing
a plane
around,
carrying a banner,
right? And then all of a sudden, the little door hanger ended up on my door about a week later. What is one of the best ways that you have found to market Acclaimed Roofing, and actually that's an effective way of marketing?
Personal referrals. A lot of my referrals have come the year later when they're reaching the end of that year and they didn't want to get theirs, and they remember, my neighbor. I've gotten some crazy stuff for people's done from decks to entire exteriors of homes and garages painted, custom roofs. I've gotten some really amazing stuff gotten for people, and when the neighbors see that, they want to call me. But again, the property managers and stuff, when I get a list of 30 inspections to go do, it happens for me that way as well. So customer service, and then just providing a service that's handed to me on both ways.
When does the season end? When are you going to get a vacation?
It did not end for me last year. It probably will not. I do the commercial roofing as well, so I do commercial and commercial waterproofing, which is a big thing in wintertime. A lot of people don't want to think about their roofs being off in December or January in Colorado, but commercial construction doesn't end, so it goes year-round, especially new construction, those new custom homes that do flat roofs, walkout patios, all kinds of cool stuff like that.
All right, we got to do this one more time. AcclaimedRoofing.com. That's AcclaimedRoofing.com. And Glenn Ducharme is your go-to guy. He's going to see the project through from the first handshake to the final nail and the check in the bank from the insurance company. Glenn, your number one more time.
303-517-5337.
And he will meet you, even if it's on Sunday morning during Mother's Day brunch. He is not too busy. That is a line that Glenn never uses. Acclaimed Roofing of Colorado. Check them out online. Give Glenn a call. He's going to take care of you. And remember, anybody you need in your network to take care of your house, Glenn is connected. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you guys again.
Absolutely. Folks, don't go anywhere. More positive business talk. If you want to check out Acclaimed Roofing on the Experience Pros directory, check out experiencepros.com, click the directory button, and then search for roofing. That's how that works. We'll be back with more positive business talk right on the other side of this. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Financial words of wisdom with Market Wrap host Mo Ansari.
Staying out of the market is the most dangerous thing you can do for your financial future.
If you continue to spend like a drunken sailor, you're going to run out of money. That's the reality. This is not poker. This is your financial future.
It's helpful financial food for thought on your drive home with a host who tells it like it is. Market Wrap with Mo Ansari.
Weeknights at 6 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
It's a difficult decision. When you finally decide to have your hearing tested, where do you go for professional care? Tens of thousands are spent every week on ads trying to convince you to come in for a free hearing test or a sale that's this week only. For professional care, I suggest you take a different approach. I'm Dr. Barbara Jenkins, owner of Advanced Audiology. I have 25 years of hospital and clinical experience treating both hearing loss and tinnitus. My first suggestion? Ask your physician who they would go to, not just who's on their list. Who do they trust? Second, go online and search Doctor of Audiology and then type in your area. You don't want an evaluation performed by a technician or hearing aid salesperson. Your hearing is a serious concern, so you should treat it as such. For more information, go to advancedaudiology.com or call 303-649-2122. Because at Advanced Audiology, we take your hearing seriously.
In the summer, it's hot in the upstairs bedrooms most of the day. My office is up there, man, and it's sweltering. So we use one of those big fans in the evening, but it pulls in too much dust and pollen. My allergies are going crazy. So my AC is running constantly, and the only cool place in the house is the basement. My wife's starting insisting we buy a new air conditioner, and that's when I called the people at AirSwap. AirSwap showed me my furnace and air conditioner are the right size for my house, and my air conditioner was working just fine. They adjusted the ductwork, created stronger airflow to distribute all that cool air in the basement, and this even helped us save electricity. The house is more comfortable in the winter, too. They reduced the big temperature difference between the floors, and now the upstairs is comfortable during the day and early evening. Yeah, I'd call AirSwap. 303-761-0729. 303-761-0729. And you can check them out on the web at air-swap.com. air-swap.com. That's 303-761-0729 or air-swap.com. Yeah, I'm really glad I called AirSwap.
Two of the greatest concerns that most Americans have, especially as they grow older, are their health and their financial well-being. America's Wellness Clinic is dedicated to providing sensible healthcare solutions and practical wealth-building strategies. Medicare's annual wellness visit is the flagship of the clinic's health-related services. They pay 100% for the visit with zero copay. America's Wellness Clinic also offers Beamer technology, an application that boosts circulation, regenerative abilities for injuries, and increases mental acuity. And America's Wellness Clinic provides a simple test that reveals which prescription drugs will work best for you. And what about your financial well-being? America's Wellness Clinic provides continuous seminars and information about reverse mortgages, insurance, tax and estate planning, long-term care, housing transitions, and alternative investments. Let America's Wellness Clinic provide you with sensible health and wealth solutions. Call 303-985-4604 or visit them online at americaswellnessclinic.com.
Hi, this is Master Gunnery Sergeant Jeff Cooper. I also am a listener to 710 KNUS. After my wife and I survived a near-death head-on motorcycle crash, we called attorney Jeremy Cave for help. He worked day and night to get us what we were entitled to. Unlike a lot of attorneys today, Jeremy Cave makes house calls. He's been there for us every step of the way. Jeremy understands that many of you folks who listen to this station prefer to have a lawyer who sees things from your point of view. Well, I certainly do. I think it's time to put the personal back into handling personal injury. For more information, visit cavelawyer.com. Again, that's cavelawyer.com.
Jeremy Cave only gets paid when you do. Call Cave Law now for a free at-home consultation. 720-213-3737. If you're injured in an accident, call 720-213-3737. Or check out the brand new website, cavelawyer.com. That's cavelawyer.com. Personal and caring service from Cave Law. Call Jeremy today, 720-213-3737.
Want a heavy-duty American-made vacuum that makes the others look like they? Come to All Rays Vacuum and Sewing, where service and quality still count. All Rays Vacuum is the oldest vacuum location in town for over 35 years. With over 200 makes and models on display and over 10,000 bags, belts, and parts in stock, you'll be sure to find what you need. So visit All Rays for all your vacuum and sewing machine needs at 3740 South Broadway, just south of Hamden, or visit them online at allraysvacuum.com. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. We do appreciate you for taking time out of your business day to join us. Good morning. It's going to be a beautiful day wherever you are because you make it beautiful.
Make sure you sign up for the Western Conservative Summit at moneytalk1690.com. The fun kicks off on Friday morning. How exciting is that? All right, so big goal setter. I'm pretty big at goal setting.
Yes, you are.
But I think a lot of times people find it to be the whole idea of setting goals frustrating.
I've been there.
Right? You want to set goals that are inspiring, and yet it's discouraging to think, okay, I'm not there. I don't know how I'm going to get there. And why am I even bother writing it down? Because it's not going to happen anyway.
Yeah, the challenge with the goal for so many people is they don't know how big to set it. If they set it big beyond easy to get to, if it's an easy goal to get to, then it's really not a goal.
Is it really a goal, right? It's too simple. It doesn't serve a purpose.
If you set it beyond your comfort zone, then there's that nagging thought in the back of your head saying, It will never happen.
Right? Too big. Yeah. Right? It's the Goldilocks of issues. Is it too small? Is it too big? How do you set a goal that's just right?
Yeah.
Right? Well, it's not impossible. We have a couple of tips to help you do just that from Kat Bugard on Inc.com.
Oh, nice.
She says the first thing is to focus on meaning.
Listen, reaching a goal feels great. That high you get when you cross something off your list, that's an awesome reward right in itself.
Right.
However, it doesn't mean that you should focus all your attention and energy on easy wins that will give you a false sense of accomplishment. And we just kind of addressed this a little bit.
Well, and you need to have a few of those. And it's not a false sense of accomplishment. It is.
It's the beginning
accomplishment,
of momentum.
Right? You accomplish something. Make your bed in the morning. It's the first thing you're setting yourself to accomplish stuff. It's not a false sense.
Here's how I normally make goals. And I have I don't call it a to-do list, but I have a piece of paper where I draw circles and put tasks on them. But I usually don't draw the first circle until I've already done it. So if the first circle was to call Joe, and the rest of them, I start thinking of, first I call Joe, and then I hang up and I write a circle called Joe, and then I check it off so that I feel like I've done something on my list already.
Well, in having some of those easy to accomplish tasks, right? But that's not really a goal. That's your to-do list. Right? These are things that have to get done today. Sure. When we think about goals, it's something you can't just scratch off your list before moving on to your day.
Sometimes getting the tasks of the day done
is the goal. Okay, so the tasks getting done is the goal. But the purpose of goals is to inspire you to accomplish something that is truly important to you and bigger than just this day.
Yes.
Right? Because we're moving towards something. Now, they're the baby steps towards the bigger goal. And so, getting this list done, getting this list accomplished means that we're moving closer to our revenue goals, our business goals, our growth goals, all of that, right? So think about some of the goals that you've actually set. They have a purpose. They have a why behind them. They have a bigger vision to it. So right now today, calling Joe is not like this big, momentous thing. And you get back to the end of your year and go, what did I do this year? What did I accomplish? Well, I called Joe.
Well,
but why did you call Joe? Was Joe a connection?
Joe is somebody I've been working on and getting to develop the relationship. I'm calling Joe to say hello, and I'm thinking of you, and I hope you're thinking of me, because at the end of the year, I would like Joe to become a sponsor and to work into sponsoring the broadcast.
And so then you have a fully sponsored show, right? And so the goal could be to have a fully sponsored show.
Right.
And how do you get there? How do you baby step into? And then because to have a fully sponsored show, which means we get our contract renewed and all these bonuses that come along with that.
Calling Joe is building know, like, and trust.
Exactly. So next thing, set your deadlines in days. Any effective goal will have a deadline.
Okay.
Sorry, excuse me. But too often we don't put the deadline in the goal. We think, okay, this year, which means by December 31st.
Okay.
Right?
All right?
So that means I don't really have to do anything today. I still got 6 months left before that actually has to come to fruition.
And apparently, studies are telling us that deadlines set in days are more motivating than those set in weeks, months, or years.
Right.
So even if you just said, 6 months, that could be easily said as 180 days.
Right. I have 180 days to, and in this example of, to have a fully sponsored show, what needs to happen in 180 days. And as you're crossing that off, now all of a sudden you see the days are ticking away. Whereas you had 6 months, but I've got a whole nother month before I have to tick off a month. But every day, now it's only 179 days and 178 days. And now I have 150 days.
Right.
And now I'm
10 days.
Right?
Got to start.
Are getting there done. So the more immediate time frame, the better. It connects you to your present selves, right? Inspiring you to get things done. So rather than saying you want it done in 60 days, 90 days, right? Or say you want it done in 60 days, 90 days versus 3 months, 6 months, and all of that. That will totally kickstart your productivity. And then establish mini goals. If you want to set goals that are motivating instead of frustrating, right? These are the tips to get you done. So establish some mini goals. I call these the baby steps.
All right.
Right?
Yep.
So, in the example of a fully funded, a fully sponsored show in 6 months, this is how many people is that? And breaking that down into baby steps. How many phone calls? How many Joes are on the list that you're working towards building that relationship? They said think beyond just the end objective and also developing your action plan, because the mini goals track your progress along the way.
And then finally, constantly evaluate. Like anything, goal setting involves a lot of learning. The more you do it, the better you get at it, as long as you're willing to continuously evaluate your progress and learn from your mistakes. I agree with this 100%. You need to make sure that you are constantly measuring the distance between you and your end goal, the finish line, if you will, and the distance from the starting point to where you are now, and make sure that you're moving in the right direction.
Right. Remember, our show is fueled by a fan brag. You can fan brag every single day by calling 855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724. We'll take your fan brags live on the air, or for it's after hours, you can leave a recording. You can also use the app that you can find at experiencepros.com/radio and leave your fan brags directly recorded right from the app on your phone.
And we received a fan brag from Brenda. Brenda, who lives up in Alaska. She says, fan brag for Dave Lax for opening Bristol Bay Express and bringing lower gas prices to Neck. The local community is so thankful. That's a fan brag, and we love getting them. Nice. Thank you very much, Brenda. We appreciate you. Folks, we do appreciate you for staying tuned to the Experience Pros radio show, the home of positive business talk and experienceprosdeals.com. We encourage you to stay through the news, and we'll be back with another hour of positive business talk right after this.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com. This is the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Arvada, Denver. We're all about money.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than Experience.
The Colorado Business Roundtable brings you Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. Hear from key leaders in Colorado's business community, advocating for proactive business policies that strengthen the economy and help business grow and thrive in Colorado, as well as helping to make Colorado the best place to live now and for generations to come. Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 and MoneyTalk1690.com.
Did you know that every dollar you put into a piece of real estate makes you money 5 ways? Cash flow, money in your pocket each month. Equity capture, the thousands of dollars you create when you have the right team and buy the right property using the right map. Appreciation, real estate doubles in value about every 10 years. Equity buildup, renters pay down your mortgage each month. And finally, the tax advantage. We pay almost no taxes on our cash flow and capital gains. These are the 5 ways we make money in real estate, which is why real estate accounts for more millionaires in the world today than any other investment vehicle. You should have some real estate in your portfolio. To learn how, attend one of our free workshops. Call 1-866-971-8970 or go to 5wayswemakemoney.com and register for the next available workshop. That's 866-971-8970 or go to 5wayswemakemoney.com.
Join Dave Tabor every Saturday for Pro Business Colorado from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Denver's Money Talk, KDMT 1690 a.m. Dave and his guests will be sharing their stories of business successes and failures, fascinating insights on what goes on behind the scenes, tips and advice, and personal insights. Pro Business Colorado is all about spirit and the spirit of opportunity created by people who want to start and grow their businesses. This is a show for people who love the dynamic world of business, entrepreneurship, and innovation. Dave believes that even if you haven't started your business yet, that everyone really has a business within them. You'll hear from successful Colorado business people and business experts who will inspire you and offer ideas and stories to help you succeed within your business. Like you, Dave and his guests believe in the entrepreneurial dream. For more information or to catch past shows, visit soundcloud.com/ProBusinessColorado or visit Pro Business Colorado's Facebook page. Again, that's soundcloud.com/ProBusinessColorado or visit Pro Business Colorado's Facebook page.
Hey everyone, it's Eric and Angel inviting you to check out experienceprosdeals.com.
Our pro pick of the week is the Ostrich Baskets Executive Gift Basket.
Nothing says I appreciate you and your business or welcome to the team better than an executive gift basket.
With wine glasses, bamboo cutting board, cheeses, crackers, summer sausage, and an executive pen and pencil set with Padfolio. This is one of the gifts that keeps on giving.
50% off at experienceprosdeals.com. That's experienceprosdeals.com.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know that customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you with us today. Still here to remind you that small business is big business. Your business is our business. Lots of news. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, Maestro. It's time for You Choose the News, the top of the hour game show where we discuss the news that's in the news and you decide whether it's news enough to print. I got a couple stories here for you. You ready?
I'm ready. Uh-oh, he's giggling.
Chow Chow Dumbbell.
Chow Chow Dumbbell, okay.
Okay, that's one. Put this on and charge up.
Okay.
I know it's a weird set of words.
It is, right? Again, you Got to give me something to go on.
I'm giving you all I can. Put this on and charge up. And then IKEA recall.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's
go
do
ahead.
that.
Let's start with that.
All right. This is not just news, but public service announcement. If you have a dresser for that you bought from IKEA, you probably need to know that IKEA is recalling millions of dressers that can tip over and are being blamed for the deaths of 3 children.
3?
Yeah. The dressers have been known to fall over if they're not fastened to the wall, and the issue is already linked to the death of 2 toddlers that spurred IKEA to launch a repair program in July of 2015. I think we mentioned this back in the news back then, where they gave little L brackets to mount them to the wall.
And they come with, I think a lot of times, even, when you buy a bookshelf or a dresser or something.
There's a little bracket that says drill this into the wall so it doesn't tip over.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
and most people don't, right? Because you don't, like, do I want to drill a hole? Right. Do I want to drill a hole in my wall? Is it necessary? Is somebody really going to be climbing on this?
Yeah.
Right? And we dismiss that whole feature.
There's no immediate details about the death of the 3rd child, but IKEA said it's been in close contact with the Consumer Product Safety Commission, which helps carry out recalls about how to remedy the hazard. The commission declined to comment on Monday evening. IKEA would not confirm what customers will receive under the recall, but the Philadelphia Inquirer reported full refunds will be offered. The problem has been associated with several different types of dressers, though it was Malm chests and dressers that have been linked to at least 2 deaths over the past 2 years. The situation here is that the dressers are simply top heavy, and if you pull out a drawer, or as a child might want to do it, pull out the bottom drawer to use it as a step to get to the higher drawers. You pull out the higher drawer, and all of a sudden the thing becomes top heavy, topples over, and if you've got anything like a television on top of the dresser, it is likely to do very serious physical damage. IKEA recalling dressers. Please check your local listings and call IKEA to see if your dresser has been recalled. All right, put this on and charge up, or Chow Chow dumbbell.
Chow Chow dumbbell.
Okie dokie. In Washington, a Chow Chow puppy with a champion bloodline helps its owner exercise by acting as a living dumbbell. Have you ever seen a chow?
Yeah.
These are stout dogs.
Yeah.
They are no light puppies and can get upwards of 85 to 100 pounds or more. Instagram user Chow Quinstagram shared video of a two-month-old chow puppy named Quinn as her owner used her weight to perform a series of different exercises. Puppy remains calm while simulating the weight of a dumbbell as her owner performs chest presses, biceps, tricep curls, as well as other exercises. The chow has her own Instagram page, and she's been born from a purebred champion bloodline.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, Chow Chow dumbbell.
So the chow's not weightlifting. The chow is the
lift.
weight.
Oh, the weight. Yeah. Okay.
A cute little
right?
thing like that with his black tongue hanging out. And then put this on and charge up.
Okay.
There's just no better way to say it.
I think there might be.
There might be?
I don't know.
Well, this is the way that the headline says it. These clothes can wirelessly charge your cell phone.
What?
See? Still confused. Less than a year after the Kickstarter campaign for his Baubox jacket, raising a whopping $9.2 million, Hyrule Svengavi is at it again. He's debuting his next project, clothes that wirelessly charge your devices. The product launched Tuesday on Kickstarter with a goal of raising $100,000. With this line, his Seattle startup Baubox is turning jackets, jeans, and shorts into mobile charging stations. The clothing, which is machine washable, has copper wire built into it and a wireless charging pad that's stitched inside a pocket. You charge the phone by putting it into the Baubox iPhone case and slipping it into the pocket. The power source is a battery bank that fits into your wallet, and you carry it in the clothes. Svengavi said the battery pack can provide 1 full charge to a smartphone, 2 charges to a smartwatch, and 4 to Bluetooth earphones.
I think they can improve on this.
I think it's in its infant stages.
Yeah.
I really do.
And it's a battery pack, right? And so still just a battery pack. Now we can change the looks and shapes and sizes and where we stuff them.
Well, it's a wireless battery pack. So
no, but I want my clothes, I want it like my shoe, like to be solar powered, right? And it just, I don't know.
Go back to those Chuck Taylor wah-wah.
Right, with the guitar
pedal built into the shoe. That was a little more innovative. I don't know.
I mean, there are there's these really cool jackets, like kind of travel where it has a bajillion pockets, for your phone and your charger and your earbuds and your keys and your tickets and your wallet. Of course, all day long, you'd be like looking in your pocket. Is it this one? Is it this one?
Yeah.
Is it this one? Where did I put it?
Well, only one pocket is the charging pocket, so you'll know better where that is if you get to know your clothing.
Right, but you can buy those little portable chargers and just stick it in your pocket.
You absolutely can.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Your bonus round. You ever get brain freeze?
You know what? I get a throat freeze.
Does that hurt your brain?
No, it hurts my throat.
Really?
Yes.
You're so lucky.
No, it hurts my throat.
I get a throat freeze that goes straight to my brain, and you get that cross-eyed stare of, oh my gosh, it hurts, right?
Yes.
Well,
I have had a brain freeze in the past, but I don't get them very often.
Gotcha.
Mostly I get the throat freeze.
Well, there is in Owen Sound, Ontario, Canada, an ice cream loving cat was filmed by his owner enjoying a spoonful of the frozen treat and then pausing to write out a brain freeze. And the cat looks exactly like me when I get a brain freeze. Head cocked to the back and looking to the sky going, oh God, please let this pass quickly.
Really?
Yes. Deanne McCrae's video shows her cat Rascal enjoying a spoonful of ice cream one lick at a time in her Owen Sound home. Rascal enthusiastically licks up the frozen treat, but has to stop briefly when he apparently suffers from a brain freeze, otherwise known as an ice cream headache. The cat isn't delayed for long. He rides out the brain freeze and then quickly returns to his ice cream.
Oh, quickly returns. He was like, that wasn't so bad. I can do that again.
I get those. And I've been told, there's this wives' tale for everything. I've been told that if you stick the pad of your thumb up into the roof of your mouth.
You can just do it with your tongue.
No, the tongue is frozen. No, the tongue, no, it does not help.
Oh, okay.
Stick the pad of your thumb up and put pressure to the roof of your mouth, and it's supposed to diffuse the brain freeze faster. I don't think there's any evidence for that. I think you look like a goofball driving down the road sucking your thumb. And I think somewhere out there, someone's laughing saying, ha ha, I got the radio guy to do that.
There are some things at home that you should not consume directly out of the container, right? You shouldn't drink the milk right out of the container. You should pour it in a glass, right? You shouldn't eat things right out of the container. But ice cream is one of those things that I think is perfectly acceptable.
You eat out of the container?
That you can eat right out of the container. You can just open it up, take a couple bites, and put it back. You don't have to put it in a serving bowl. But my daughter, Lauren, disagrees with me.
I put it in a serving bowl always.
You eat less if you just eat a couple bites out of the container.
I'm not sure that's going to be the truth for me. All right, folks, so we're going to take a quick break. More positive business talk just ahead. You're listening to Angel and Eric. This is the Experience Pros Radio Network, home of ExperienceProsDeals.com.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
You've heard of the show Shark Tank, but you need to be aware of the real sharks out there. To grow your business, you need money yesterday, but the banks aren't helping. Hard money lending is the answer, but look out. There are sharks in the water. Attorney and CPA Steve Replin will help you navigate the waters, avoid the sharks, and best of all, get you the money. Avoid the chum. Check out hardmoneycoaching.com. 303-322-7919. That's 303-322-7919.
In the summer, it's hot in the upstairs bedrooms most of the day. Our office is up there and it's sweltering. We've used one of those big fans in the evening, but it pulls in too much dust and pollen. The AC ran constantly, yet the only cool place in the house is the basement. My husband started insisting we buy a new air conditioner, and that's when I called the people at AirSwap. AirSwap showed me my furnace and air conditioner are the right size for my house, and my air conditioner was working just fine. They adjusted our ductwork, created stronger airflow to distribute all that cool air in the basement, and this even helped us save electricity. The house is more comfortable in the winter as well. They reduced the big temperature difference between the floors, and now the upstairs is comfortable during the day and early evening. Call them at 303-761-0729, on the web at air-swap.com, 303-761-0729, or air-swap.com.
What's for dinner?
You're exhausted after a long day at work and a heck of a commute. The last thing you want to do is cook a meal. You need Chef Curry's Cuisine. Chef Curry's Cuisine can make family dinner fun again by preparing home-cooked meals by a local Denver chef. Chef Curry will do the shopping, cook 2 weeks of Monday through Friday dinners, provide the packaging and cleanup too. All of Chef Curry's meals are made with the freshest ingredients, and you get to choose them from a large variety of proteins and sides. So, next time you hear,
"What's for dinner?"
you can say, Chef Curry's Cuisine. No more hassles, just healthy, fresh meals for you to enjoy. Visit chefcurryscuisine.com and get details on weekly menus, along with brand new catering options for your private parties or office functions. Or call 720-404-2798. That's 720-404-2798. Go on, add some spice to your meals. Start with Chef Curry's Cuisine.
As the school year draws to a close, so many parents are wondering how they will help their kids occupy their time without the influence of TV, video games, and the internet. This year, consider Chile, Colorado Camps for your child or teen. Located close to home in Estes Park, Chile, Colorado Camps believes that every summer in a young person's life is a window of opportunity. An opportunity to provide meaningful experiences that will nourish their body and spirit. An opportunity to put aside the competitive demands of school and sports. Chile, Colorado Camps will take the time to make sure your child or teen slows down and explores the world around them. At Chile, Colorado Camps, your child or teen will go hiking, horseback riding, backpacking, whitewater rafting, and so much more. What better way to discover new strengths without outside pressures or expectations than to get out of the city and come camp at Chile, Colorado Camps? For more information or to sign up for camp this year, visit Chile.com. Again, that's Chile.com.
Take your home like it is and let us help you make it like you want it. Hi, Dan Cicchini, Done Right Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. We've been doing just that for over 30 years now. 800-362-8370 or drhi.com.
Dear John, uncontrolled high blood pressure is serious, and I can quit whenever I want. But when I quit, you quit. Sincerely, your heart.
To get your high blood pressure to a healthy range, visit heart.org/blood pressure. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you so much for taking time out of your business day to join us for ours. I would appreciate it if you pay a little more attention to me.
You want me to pay attention to you?
No, I want you to pay more attention to me.
I think you're being overlooked.
Neglected.
Neglected. I think that a lot of times, we think that we aren't being paid attention to in the office. And there's more than one way to succeed in business, right? Some inherit a family-owned company, or maybe they're entrepreneurs starting their own. Others attend a top-notch school and make amazing contacts, parlay them into incredible careers. And then there's the old-fashioned way, by starting at the bottom and clawing your way to the top. Well, that is the route that Nicole Smart took, and it's one that led her to become the co-owner and vice president of Star Staffing. She's also the co-founder of the Petaluma Young Professionals Network. She's been featured in Forbes, The Washington Post, and Fox Business. She also co-hosts a business lifestyle radio show in Northern California. In her book, From Receptionist to Boss, Real-Life Advice for Getting Ahead at Work, Nicole details the steps that she took from achieving that goal in less than 7 years, and was just recently awarded the youngest person, she was recently the youngest person to be awarded the 40 Under 40 Award by the North Bay Business Journal. Nicole Smart, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be on your show.
Nicole, very nice to have you along, and congratulations on your journey. Love the title of the book, From Receptionist to Boss. So let's start with this. The old-fashioned way, starting at the bottom and clawing to the top. I get that, and I think I've actually practiced that on occasion. When I started working at Starbucks, I started working for $6.25 as a barista and worked my way up into management. Do you recommend this route for those who are going, or does it come on a case-by-case basis?
I think it's case by case, but I highly recommend starting at the bottom. Get yourself in there. Entry level is the best way. You have to get the experience. And the only way you're going to get that is to just dive on in and accept that entry level position and work your way to the top.
You know, and I think we need to hear that, Nicole. I think a lot of times, especially if we're coming out of school, we've had some accolades in school, maybe been in some leadership positions at school, and, star of our basketball team and things like that. We often think, okay, I'm just going to jump in and I'm going to be given this great position. So it's great to hear that, yes, even when you start at the bottom, there is still opportunity to work your way up from the bottom to the top. Nicole, what were some things that you did to get noticed? Because I think sometimes we're also worried that they're only going to look at me. If I'm the receptionist, they're only going to view me as the receptionist. They're never going to see that I have these other gifts and talents. What are some things that you did to get noticed?
Absolutely. Well, I think you determine your level of success, and so your actions, your decisions, your commitment determine whether or not you're ever going to achieve it. So you have to work hard. You got to show up. You have to be friendly. You have to help others and make every task count. So I get where people say, oh, that's outside my job description. I don't need to do that. Well, I didn't. I took on additional tasks. I finished those tasks. I asked for more and more. I stayed late. I made time to speak with the owners. I was lucky enough to work with owners, and I highly recommend that to anyone. If you have the opportunity, even for less pay, to work with owners of a company, take it. The experience will outweigh any kind of compensation.
Wow. Well, and you've been a go-getter. You've even started the Young Professionals Network in your area. When we hear a lot that millennials want everything just handed to them, that they're not willing to work hard, and I think
they type really well with their thumbs.
I think it has to be just a few people, kind of a few squeaky wheels, because we hear these incredible success stories. What do you think about some of the stereotypes around millennials right now, Nicole?
I think it's unfortunate. I don't think you can just sum up people in a category. Everyone's different. Everyone's unique. Yes, there are a lot of millennials coming in that want I interview them and they say, I want your role. And I said, well, hey, I started, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
You just don't get the office corner, right? So
yeah, roll up your sleeves and work for it.
Exactly, and that's what I think we're missing today, is people don't realize the hard work, the grit, the discipline, the sacrifices it takes to get to where that executive is or where they want to be.
Nicole, talk to us a little bit about the value of connections. I've said for years it doesn't matter so much what you know, it matters more who knows you. What do you think?
Absolutely. Relationships are the bread and butter of success. I say that all the time. If you want to be successful, basically networking connections is the difference between being mediocre and big. And that's what I love about your radio show, because I also noticed you have a lead organization.
We do.
With referrals, and it's huge. The reason I became an owner is a lot of connections. I built a huge, I like to say wide and deep network of people and we collaborated, and they helped me get to where I am, just like I helped them in their career path.
I love it. So when you go from receptionist to boss, Nicole, what's kind of your big dream? What's in your future? Where are you headed?
Goodness, I feel like I'm just getting to the peak of like where I want to be. We just opened up our 6th location at Star Staffing, and I'm hoping to open up 3 more within the next year, so by the end of 2017, and continue going that route. And then I'm hoping, my book just came out on pre-sale yesterday, and I'm hoping to write another book about how I took my company to be one of the fastest growing companies in America.
Wow.
Now, is Star Staffing just in California, or do you have locations outside of California?
Right now, we're just in California and more in the North Bay.
All right. Well, they provide staffing solutions to the wine and manufacturing industries in the northern San Francisco area. The book is From Receptionist to Boss, Real Life Advice for Getting Ahead at Work. Nicole, where do you want our listeners to pick up a copy and follow your career?
Yeah, they can reach out to me on my website, Nicole Smart. It's with 2 T's. I always say I'm double smart. NicoleSmart.com, or they can go to Amazon and type in From Receptionist to Boss.
Well, Nicole, you're a pleasure to chat with. Hope we get to have you back here on the broadcast. And as you start to develop and spread out over the country, we want to be able to help and support that as well. Check your inbox. There's a couple of new friend requests and connection requests for you. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. And if you ever get to Sonoma County wine country, let me know. I'd love to tour you.
Come on.
All right. We just got an invitation.
Right.
All right. Well, you just earned yourself a spot back on the Experience Pros radio show, too, Nicole. Thanks so much. We do. We want to follow your career. I think you've got some incredible advice and tips for our young entrepreneurs and business professionals out there, and great success to you.
Absolutely.
Just wish you the best on your book. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure. Wow, what a rising star.
Yeah.
And well-spoken, and so good stuff all the way around.
I started, and when I worked for the PGI, I started as a receptionist and worked my way up.
Yeah. When I joined Starbucks, and this was, of course, going through a divorce several years ago, I probably could have walked in at management level, but I chose to go at the very base level and work my way up because I know the value of learning the organization and all of its parts from the ground level. We got to take a quick break. Back after this, you're listening to Angel and Eric, and this is the Experience Pros Radio Network. The market's open right about now.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no...
This is Jeff Thompson, the retirement jock and investment advisor and financial planner for J.F. Thompson Wealth Management. Please join me on Denver's Money Talk Radio as we chat about how to protect your investment portfolio and overall financial plan. So listen to me, Jeff Thompson, the retirement jock, 8 a.m. on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. KDMT, where I coach you on how money really works.
Jeff Thompson, the retirement jock, weekday mornings at 8 on KDMT, Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. Do you know who's in your cyberspace? Over 30,000 20,000 websites and over 600,000 Facebook accounts are hacked daily. Don't be a victim. Tune into the new live call-in show, Hacked, The Charles Tendell Show, weekdays from 5 to 6 p.m. on KDMT. Hacked, The Charles Tendell Show will discuss cybersecurity issues that affect our daily lives, from Hillary's private server to ransomware to protecting your kids online and everything in between. Call in and get expert advice on Hacked, The Charles Tendell Show, every weekday from 5 to 6 p.m. on 1690 AM, Denver's Money Talk.
Can you hear your garage door shake, rattle, and roll throughout your home every single time it goes up or goes down? Hi, this is Dave Logan. I talked to Don at Don's Garage Door about this problem, and they have new garage door systems that are really quiet. Now, I've used Don's Garage Doors in my house, found them to be knowledgeable and fairly priced. They're great. You should call them at 303-794-0604, 303-794-0604, or check out donsgaragedoors.com. Hi, this is Dave Logan for Don's Garage Doors. You know, putting in a new garage door not only increases the curb appeal of your home, but it also makes it easier to sell. I was talking to Don the other day, and he told me it's the best investment, dollar for dollar, that you can make in your home. All I know is that I've had Don's Garage Door out to my home, and I trust him. Great work at a great price. Call Don's Garage Door today at 303-794-0604, or you can check him out at donsgaragedoors.com.
Let's talk about America's Wellness Clinic, where they are addressing two of the greatest concerns today, especially as people get older: health and financial well-being. Feeling perpetually unfocused, sluggish, tired, or exhausted? For about the same cost as a daily cup of coffee, America's Wellness Clinic offers applications that can boost blood circulation, enhance energy, reduce stress, manage sleep, help mental acuity, and give regenerative abilities for sports and work injuries. Over 100,000 Americans die each year from adverse prescription drug reactions. America's Wellness Clinic provides a simple test that reveals which prescription drugs will work best for you. Soon, America's Wellness Clinic will be providing a non-invasive cancer predisposition test, analyzing 31 genes linked to 8 of the most prevalent and devastating cancers. And what about your financial well-being? The professionals at America's Wellness Clinic provide continuous seminars and information about reverse mortgages, insurance, tax and estate planning, long-term care, college funding sources, alternative investments, and much more. Let America's Wellness Clinic provide you with sensible health and wealth solutions. Call 303-985-4604 or visit them online at americaswellnessclinic.com. Are you tired of exposing your retirement to stock market risk? How would you like to participate in stock market gains, but never stock market losses? Join Brett Roby for the Retirement and Income Radio Show on Saturdays at 7 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. You can also call Brett Roby now for your free customized Safe Information Money Kit and 115-page Safe Money book. Call 866-780-7233. 866-780-SAFE.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. We do appreciate you for tuning in today. Boy, howdy, you need to pull over if you're driving. Just go ahead and pull into the next parking lot available. You need to take a note, and this is it, ostrichbaskets.com.
Well, you've been hearing us talk about ostrich baskets. They're a pro pick of the week with our Experience Pros deals, and hopefully you've checked them out online at experienceprosdeals.com. We have a husband and wife team that creates overstuffed, over-the-top customized baskets to show your clients how thankful you are for their business. You work so hard to acquire those customers. Well, here's a wonderful, fabulous, over-the-top way to show your appreciation. Carol Zellers is in the studio with us. Carol, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you. Good morning.
Oh, very nice to have you, Carol. Now, as is your custom, you bring your custom baskets with you to the studio. I am so sorry to announce that this one is not going to make it out. There is a French mint staring me, a chocolate looking at me.
Let's talk about the basket. What do you call this basket, Carol?
This is our holiday spectacular, and it's a medium-sized basket. It does have teas, chocolates, candies, cookies, and many surprises in it. You can't see everything in the basket.
Because there's so much in there.
There's so much.
So it's like Christmas.
It's like Cracker Jacks.
In June.
I remember getting our first ostrich basket, gift basket, and there's surprises, and it just keeps on giving.
We
now,
still drink from the cups that came from our ostrich basket.
Very nice.
An ostrich basket has a very unique look to it. When you see how they are packaged, how they are presented, one of the outstanding features are the feathers. Let's talk about that.
Absolutely. The feathers, the ostrich name came because it's unique, it's big, it's the biggest bird, and so and it has a classy look because of the feathers. And it's memorable.
It is memorable.
You know an ostrich basket when you see it.
You know
Absolutely.
it when you see it.
So these ostrich feathers that you gather and put into your things, they're brightly colored. I'm looking at white and green. You have all the colors of the rainbow available. How do they get there? I've never seen a green ostrich of this color.
What they do, the ostrich does molt their feathers.
Stop running! I will spray
Yes,
you.
and they do molt, so no harm is done to the bird.
It's kind of like my lashes.
Yeah,
They're
you go.
just
They molt.
It's sustainable.
Right.
And then they go through and they bleach them, and then they dye them the various colors.
They're gorgeous.
White actually is the most difficult to do
achieve,
because it's
white. Yeah, sure.
All right, so one of the benefits of working with ostrich baskets is the personalization, the customization.
Absolutely.
How is it that, what do you have on hand that makes it so easy for you to personalize and customize?
We actually do all of our customization in-house. It's quality controlled. We make sure what goes out is quality. You could personalize it with your logo, with your information in it, or you can also personalize it for the client.
Yeah.
Make the client shine. You get a basket and they have their name in it. It's like,
well,
how did they do that?
That's very much like the basket that was delivered to us. Somebody else, one of our customers, ordered a basket to say thank you to us, and you customized it with our logo. I've got
our names,
coffee mugs.
our entire teams.
I got a nice little plaque that sits on my desk in my office today. It's gorgeous, and these baskets, you call it the Holiday Spectacular.
Yes.
You're doing something special.
Doing something very special. Most people can't get this, but we're thinking about Christmas right now.
Right.
Christmas gifts are something that you can't just stop at the December 1st and say, okay, I want Christmas gifts. We have a special right now, 50% off for 10 baskets or more. And then you get a free basket for yourself. We give you a gift.
So you give us a gift. So 50% off. You're going to order 10 baskets, but you're going to get, or at least 10 baskets.
At least, yes.
But you're going to get 50% off plus a bonus basket, but you have to order by June 30th.
Correct.
How do they order?
And you don't have to keep it in your garage.
We'll
keep it. We'll have the orders there, and when you're ready to deliver them, we deliver them fresh.
You deliver them fresh. I love that. During the holidays.
During the holidays.
So we help you plan ahead. You help us plan ahead.
Everything's going to be fresh.
And you could go have snowball fights and drink cocoa.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Not worry about it.
What about for our Jewish friends? Do we have?
We love our Jewish friends.
Do we have customization?
Hanukkah.
Okay,
yes.
All right.
We have Hanukkah baskets as well.
Now, what about for friends who don't have a particular faith set? Can we just put like snowflakes on it and
absolutely
and call it the winter basket?
This basket does have snowflakes on it.
It does.
All right, so Carol, one of the things that we get really busy. Hard for me to go in, to a store and order and put all of this together. I like to just kind of go online and say, this is what I want. Make it easy. Do you have it that easy?
Absolutely. Or if you don't even want to go online, call me. I'm right there.
What's your number?
My number is 720-552-2333. 3932.
I'm sorry. Would you do that one more time, please?
Write it down.
Okay.
720. 552. 3932.
3932. That's the phone number
There
to
you
Carol
go.
at Ostrich Baskets, and you want to make that call. Listen, let me give you some ideas. If you're a lawyer, all of your clients should get an Ostrich Basket. If you're a real estate agent, all of your clients that you sold houses to should get an Ostrich Basket. If you're a mortgage broker, all of your clients and all of your real estate agents should get an Ostrich Basket.
How about all those roofing companies, right, that are now putting roofs on your house?
OstrichBaskets.com, OstrichBaskets.com, OstrichBaskets.com.
Make sure you jump in on that early bird special for the holiday baskets. 50% off with a minimum of 10 orders. Contact her at ostrichbaskets.com.
We all have 10 clients, right?
We all have 10. Hopefully.
It's like printing money.
Right? Hopefully we do.
Printing money. If you get an Ostrich Basket, there's gifts in the side that you don't know what's going on the inside. You will never say, I never got my value. You always get more than you're expecting.
You deliver? Do you offer shipping?
We do offer shipping. Actually, just talking to somebody about Alaska, and we are working on a deal that will ship to Alaska.
Carol, if I tried to put this basket together myself with every single piece of candy and sometimes you do sausages and cheeses and cutting boards and coffee cups and all that. If I put this basket together, could I come anywhere near touching your price? I mean, like individually, if I went out and bought this package, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think
There is no way that you can, because we do buy in bulk pricing and we don't keep all that profit. We pass that on to you.
And then if you do it now, before the 30th,
I've also given you time now.
50% off.
Right? So make
I've
your
sold you
list.
time.
Make your list of your top 25 customers right now, right? Your top 25 customers that you want to say thank you to during the holiday season or even earlier, and get those baskets at 50% off. Order 10 or more today. 720-552-3932.
And by the way, the basket itself becomes a keepsake.
Correct.
And
I know we had to fight over the basket in our office. Like, who gets to keep the basket? The basket itself was a tremendous gift. And we know gift baskets are one of those fantastic things you can send to an office. Everybody gets to participate in. They have great presence. Like, as you show up, they're grand, they're extravagant, they're beautiful to look at. Yeah. And then when you get to customize it with either your logo or the logo of your customer, it makes it that much more special. Carol, anything else you want to tell our listeners about Ostrich Baskets or your business today?
The only other thing is just that the ribbon also is customized. You could put the client's name on it, and that makes it even more special.
Client's name, client's logo, yeah?
Yes. I've also brought our famous Jelly Belly tins.
Love those!
These are our thank you gift that we give to each and every one of our clients as a thank you. Come to our showroom. You can always get a Jelly Belly tin.
Oh, where's your showroom located?
Our showroom is at 7002 South Riviera Parkway, Suite 25.
In Centennial.
And we are going to be having specials throughout the holiday season, all the way to December. So keep watching, keep looking.
Absolutely.
For those.
Go sign up at ostrichbaskets.com right now, or call Carol, the number one more time, please.
720-552-3932.
There it is, ostrichbaskets.com.
Over the top, overstuffed, over amazing.
You will thank us forever, because your clients will thank you forever. You cannot go wrong with Ostrich Baskets, and at 50% off. Do this now. Call that number, 720-552-3932, and start a conversation. I'm putting it all together. I don't know how many I'm going to have, but I know I need at least 10. I want in on the 50% off deal. Make that call. Carol will take that call. 720-552-3932. Can you tell I'm excited?
You are excited.
I love ostrichbaskets.com. We'll be back with more positive business talk right after this. You're listening to Eric and Angel. This is the Experience Pros Radio Network.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM. As the school year draws to a close, so many parents are wondering how they'll help their kids occupy their time without the influence of TV, video games, and the internet. This year, consider summer camps for your teen. For a limited time, our chief bargain hunter is featuring a half-priced camper tuition to Chile Camps, located close to home in Estes Park. Activities your teen will experience during their camp stay include hiking, horseback riding, backpacking, whitewater rafting, and so much more. What better way to discover new strengths without outside pressures or expectations than to get out of the city and come camp at Camp Chile. Camper spots are only open for girls ages 12 to 14 and are filling up fast. This summer, come enjoy the fresh Rocky Mountain air at Camp Chile. To purchase, visit summercampbargains.com or just click the Bargain Hunter link on 710knus.com or krks.com. Summercampbargains.com. Again, that's summercampbargains.com or just click the Bargain Hunter link on 710knus.com or krks.com.
Take it like it is and make it like you want it. You've heard that before, right? Well, that applies to your home too. But maybe you don't know exactly how to get it done or what the options might be. Hi, Dan Cicchini, Done Right Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. How about starting with a call to us? For over 30 years, our family company's been designing and completing first-rate kitchens and baths that, frankly, your neighbors would be jealous of. Where to start, Todd?
Dad, they just need to call us. We can help. And now's the time. At Done Right, we offer only the finest cabinet resurfacing, custom cabinets, tub and shower upgrades, and full kitchen and bath redesigns. Simply call us for a free in-home estimate, and you'll see how your unique kitchen and bath fantasies will become your reality.
Come on, folks, get her done. Once and for all. Kitchens, baths, counters, and floors, and even replacement windows and doors. You have our word, we'll treat you right at Done Right. 303-722-2295, 800-362-8370, or drhi.com.
This is Steve Replin, and I'd like to share a secret. No great business has ever succeeded without a great team. As a lawyer, a CPA, and a lender, I've advised more than 4,000 growing businesses just like yours. My system of fast-track business coaching integrates all of my skills for your business growth. To schedule a complimentary one-hour conversation to see how we can get your business on the fast track to growth, call me at 303-322-7919. That's 303-322-7919.
I founded Go Sober because traditional treatment doesn't treat the condition that makes it difficult for some people to stay away from alcohol. Alcohol is a chemical. Over time, too much of it causes a biochemical change in reward response. And until that change reverses, it's impossible to go very long without thinking about drinking. That's the failure mechanism. It's not a willpower or a character problem. It's persistent nagging that undermines the desire to remain sober. Talking about change or denying access does nothing to stop it. At Go Sober, treatment is real simple. Alcohol dependence develops simply from consuming a lot of alcohol over a long period of time. We treat it with other chemicals, medications that restore the normal reward response. These medications stop the thinking about drinking so people can get on with it. Call us to find out what we're all about. You'll gain useful information regardless.
That was Greg Hoffman, founder of Go Sober. Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837 or visit their website at gosober.org. That's 303-827-4837 or www.gosober.org.
If you or a loved one has had your life turned upside down due to an accident, call Jeremy Cave. He'll work day and night to get you the money you're entitled to. Unlike a lot of attorneys today, Jeremy Cave makes house calls, and he's there for you every step of the way. Cave Law understands that many of you folks who listen to this station prefer to have a lawyer who sees things from your point of view. Well, Cave Law thinks it's time to put the personal back into handling personal injury. Call Jeremy Cave today, 720-213-3737. Jeremy Cave only gets paid when you do. Call Cave Law now for a free at-home consultation. 720-213-3737. If you're injured in an accident, call 720-213-3737. Or check out their brand new website, cavelawyer.com. That's cavelawyer.com. Personal and caring service from Cave Law. Call Jeremy today at 720-213-3737 or visit cavelawyer.com. If you own a small business, you know that bookkeeping is tedious, and frankly, it's not how you want to spend your time. Let Winter Mountains Bookkeeping and Tax step in and customize a plan to fit your company's needs. Whether it's payroll use, sales and withholding taxes, financial statements, or banking, Winter Mountains Bookkeeping and Tax will free you up to focus on growing your business. Ask about their offer for free tax prep for next year, too. Call Winter Mountains Bookkeeping and Tax at 720-998-1830 or visit wintermountainstax.com. That's 720-998-1830. Winter Mountains Bookkeeping and Taxes done right.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. We do practice life in the fast lane every single day. It's the fast lane of small business ownership and entrepreneurship, where people get started thinking, oh, I make cookies, and everybody says I make great cookies, and therefore I should start a cookie business. And they get into the cookie business, and then all of a sudden realize that the business isn't really about the cookies. It's about everything else that's necessary, and now I need help.
All right, where are you going with that?
Well, we got here as quickly as we could, and we designed a series of activities that people could participate in that will help the small business owner. And one of the ones is fan bragging.
All right. Well, it didn't sound like you were setting that up. So sorry, I wasn't tracking with you. I'm like, where are we going with it? It was a whole E-Myth Revisited little scenario going on there. So often we get caught up in the details, right? The admin, the back office piece of it, and we lose sight of the why and what it is that we're really trying to build. When we started on the radio, one of the challenges that we had was filling the radio schedule every single day.
Sure.
Right? We're now on every day. How do you fill that? How do you come up with topics? In the beginning, it seems like it's really fun, and we'll have 3 weeks of nonstop things that we can talk about.
Yep.
Well, to help with our scheduling, to help with continuity, we thought, well, let's come up with some topics each single day of the week, right?
Sure.
Monday, maybe Social Media Monday.
Social Media Monday.
Because back in 2009, it was very confusing. You think it's confusing now, right? We were there jumping in. Nobody knew, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, some different topics.
Something called What If Wednesday.
Right? You could call in and talk about your business challenges. And so we tried to come up with some different elements that helped us with scheduling, helped you with just knowing what to expect on the show. One of the only concept that has stuck around since the very beginning was fan bragging.
Yes.
And we did fan bragging Friday. We did it for 7 years.
Yep.
And the concept of fan bragging, there's a lot of places where you can go online, and even on the radio, consumer advocates, that if something bad happened to you, you've got somebody on your side.
I'll go get those no good sons of guns for you.
And we need those. And how valuable is that to the consumer?
But there's no place where there was, or at least there was no place, where somebody could say, well, what about celebrating somebody who got it right?
Yeah. And our vision and our mission statement was creating a revolution in how people treat people in business.
Correct.
Right? We want to lift each other up, create a space in which we are supporting each other, lifting each other up, collaborating. And so in order to go along with that brand, we could fan brag. We could tell the story of those who are getting it right in customer service, who are doing great things in the community, and create a whole movement around fan bragging, so much so that we trademarked it.
Absolutely. And now, so we go back to the beginning of the segment, where I was saying companies need help, right? I got in to make cookies, but I really don't know how to take care of the marketing. I don't know how to do a lot of the other things. And the fan bragging, when we put it on the radio, we also identified another major issue for small business, and that is the marketing side, right? In order to get the message out, how do I get the message out? If you listen to major market radio, who do you hear? You hear car dealers, right? You hear insurance companies. You hear big expensive jewelry companies. And those are the major players that you hear advertising on the radio. What about the mom and pops? Where are they? How do they get on? Well, they can fan brag.
They could fan brag. And so we had opened up our phone lines, and we still do, which is very unique in radio. We open up our phone lines and let you have a few minutes on the air on major market media.
Right.
Now, you can't call up and say, hey, I offer great customer service and I'm worthy.
No,
you actually have to fan brag. You have to fan brag about somebody else. You have to pay attention to somebody else. And we recognize that if you've taken the time out of your day to recognize somebody else in business, that tells us a lot about your character, your level of customer service that's important to you. Because if it doesn't matter to you, you wouldn't notice it.
Right.
I remember there was we live in a town called Highlands Ranch, who had these weird concrete roads that had all these little spaces in them that as you're driving down the road, it sounded like you had a flat tire. Right? All the roads in Highlands Ranch. Well, a few years ago, they started reconstructing the roads in Highlands Ranch, and everybody was mad because of all the construction, and it was in the way, and it was so cumbersome and so troubling to get around town. But when it was over, it was like driving on glass.
Absolutely.
But when you would tell somebody, it's like driving on glass, they'd go, yeah, I didn't notice. Which was so weird to me, because here was this thing.
It's easier to complain.
It is easier to complain. We notice when something's wrong. We notice we have a rock in our shoe, right? But when everything's going great and everything's going well, we don't pay any attention to it.
Correct.
So how do we shine the light? How do we get people just as passionate about when everything's going well? Because that's when we dismiss it. Think about your kids, right? You know, they show up, they do their homework, they're getting good grades. Great. You didn't mow the lawn. You didn't empty the dishwasher. You're picking on your sister, right? We pay attention to the negative stuff. So what we're creating is a completely altered shift in how people think.
Yes.
You know, it's a paradigm shift, because
really
society is saying, look at the negative, focus on the negative, talk about the negative, share the negative, and here we are banging the drum saying there's got to be a better way.
There's reason to celebrate. Remember, we say positivity is a choice, and there's reason to celebrate every day, and all you have to do is open your mind to it and open your ears, and then pick up the phone and call in on the show. And by the way, in 7 years, the revolution is real. I mean, we have seen so many businesses who receive fan brags get more business, who give fan brags get more business. You too can participate in that, and it doesn't matter where you are. I think part of the reason that people don't pick up the phone is because they don't believe that it's going to make a difference for them. Right? But how many times, Angel, have we heard somebody say, I called in a fan brag about this company over there, and somebody, when you asked me about my company, somebody called me off of that fan bragging phone call?
It happens every time, right? And so it's valuable, and we try to make it really easy.
Yeah.
But people are cynical, right? We don't believe it. We've even called people to say, hey, you've been fan bragged about on the radio.
Yeah, who are you? What are you selling?
Right? No,
we're celebrating. Not selling, celebrating. All right, here's what I want you to do. Call 855-FAN-BRAG right now. Put us to the test. You'll get the machine. You're going to get the answer that's going to say, hey, leave a fan brag and we'll put you on the air tomorrow. Then tune in and see if we don't stay true to our word. This is Angel and Eric. We want to thank you on behalf of Bill, our producer, Mark, our videographer, and everybody that makes the show happen. Thanks for tuning in today. We will be back with more fan brags tomorrow.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Arvada, Denver. We're all about money.